How how was football?
How was football?
What's football? How's football doing these days?
Well, football's fine.
All right.
Football. Went and tailgated with my cousin, and her husband.
So tailgating is just like cooking and drinking in the parking lot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're way quieter than me for some reason. What if I were to do that? Try talking for me.
Hey, I'm over. I'm sitting on this couch.
What about now?
I am still on this couch.
Okay, that's good.
Great.
That's fine. Yes, tailgating is sitting and cooking in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And so I get there, and my cousin, she comes and finds me, and she's like, "Oh yeah, well, Jordy's over here." And he's like, "Oh, he must be in the trailer or something." And the guy comes out, and he is like comically stumbling drunk. He's so loaded, the most loaded I've ever seen anybody at 10:30 in the morning.
Oh, oh my God!
Apparently, they had been to a wedding the night before.
Oh,
and he had been drinking. Apparently, they woke up at like 5, and they were both still dressed in what they wore to the wedding.
Yeah, of course.
And yeah, so he was puke drunk, and his head was bleeding. And she showed me this video where he's like, "Yeah, he tried to kick the can out of my hand. Look, he wanted to do like a really high kick, and he ended up falling on his face."
Oh, I thought you were going to say he kicked himself in the head. That'd be awesome.
It was basically what he was trying to do.
He Charlie Brown himself.
And yeah, he fell. His head was bleeding. so that was what I encountered with my 67-year-old father. Was we went to this football game. That's how we got in, and then we got there. The game was...
What did I need to know about these tailgating foods?
Yes, it's all like sausage and stuff.
Think you got grills out there?
Yeah. You bring a grill.
Sweet. Like charcoal or just like a little gas?
It depends. I've never seen so many burning barrels in my entire life.
It's chilly.
It's so many. I mean, it looked like a homeless encampment or something.
Yeah, that's weird that's what they settled on for warmth is barrels.
Yeah, so
I feel like there's a connotation with barrel. There's kind of a stigma.
They're misunderstood. Barrels are an adequate.
I guess they work. Yeah,
But. So yeah, we went to the game.
The big game.
Went to the big game.
Not really.
And then the game was basically over in the first half, and it started raining, and we stayed through the end of the third quarter when the game was a 4-touchdown game, and then we left.
I love checking that score and seeing 45-15. Just like that'd be funny if the game Ethan's at, they're just getting fucking destroyed.
Well, the last one we went to was a beautiful game, and it was glorious. So it's only right that we have one that's a real shitter, because that's really life as a Buffalo Bills football fan. They get your hopes up. It's like that Joe Pera bit. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Oh man. Yeah, so that's what we. And then you and I hung out with some friends. Yeah, what was it? Friday.
Friday night. No, it was Friday night. Yeah.
Yeah, Friday night.
Yes.
And I bought a bottle of bourbon, and the bottle of bourbon was consumed.
Full liter.
Yeah, it was
not a 750.
It was a big bottle of Wild Turkey.
Wild Turkey, which is
50%
strong.
50%, and it was just soundly consumed by Steven and our friend Tim. Tim then proceeded to throw up and spend the rest of the night on the floor, which is on brand for him.
Yeah, but this time he also called everyone he knows.
That's true, which is good.
That's a new. I feel like that's new.
It's a good development.
It was pretty funny, yeah.
Yeah.
He just sat outside in 40 degrees and talked to his girlfriend. And then his girlfriend's sister, I think.
He just froze to death outside. And we're like, Tim, do you want to come in? He's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. It's like Tim, there's a basement you can be in if you don't want to.
There's a bathroom you can puke in.
No, I'm good. And then what else? Our buddy is getting married or is going to propose to his girlfriend, which it throws in stark relief the state of the rest of us because I guess Steven's moving in with his lady friend, but yeah, Steven he'd probably just get married in like a year at this rate. He's gonna be like, fuck it, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I wonder if I'm invited to Matt's wedding. I don't know who you invite to a wedding. It's mostly, I feel like, family.
I'll hold out until you're invited. If you're not.
You're here to boycott it?
Yeah. It's like, it would be fucked up.
You gotta protest. Yeah, you gotta stand outside with a sign. Yeah, that was a weird night.
I had fun.
I feel like I became mean.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just remember, just saying a lot of cruel things to my good buddies.
No, just Steven.
Yeah.
It was only Steven.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
No, I didn't get that read. I would tell you if I did.
Well, that's good.
No, we were just shitting around with the boys.
Yeah, we called Connor for the first time since he moved away and just shouted at him a bunch.
Yep. Well, he didn't have anything to say.
He was eating mac and cheese.
Yeah.
He was busy.
Know. Yeah.
We interrupted his mac.
Yeah, that's true.
And,
yeah, he didn't have anything to say for himself.
We tried to watch Excalibur 1981. Didn't give it that much of a chance, I feel like.
I couldn't make
out
a goddamn thing.
It was pretty bad.
I couldn't make out a goddamn thing that was happening in that movie.
Yeah.
I was lost.
Whatever people see in that, I'm not sure
what's... Oh, you fucking cat.
My cat's eating your shoes, by the way.
Don't eat my shoes, you fucking bitch.
She's doing the thing where she sniffs something and then they open their mouths like, eh.
We're good.
Well, yeah, she's not going to actually destroy them in one night.
She's thinking about it, though.
Oh, yeah, I mean, she wants to. They're tough, though. We shot guns with our popses.
That's true. I met your dad for the first time.
Daddies, yeah. My dad.
You met my uncle.
My dad managed to double feed his gun immediately, which he always does.
To be fair, that seems like a nightmare. That gun seems tough.
No, he double feeds everything. He just always manages to do it. He just doesn't remember if he's chambered one or not.
Oh, that was it. That was what was happening.
I assume so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'm like, I'm gonna help.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, we can just take the barrel off real quick.
No.
And then 20 minutes of trying to get the handguard back on after realizing that the barrel's not coming off very easily.
No, because on mine, the one that I built, I could have had that barrel off in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But with this one, I'm like, oh, this is not meant to be taken apart.
Nope.
This is meant to be serviced. This is a gun purchased by somebody who did no research.
Yeah, this is... Okay. He just bought... Give me AR-15.
I would like one AR-15, please.
Yeah. with a Kiowa duty scope.
Yep. The only thing we hit with the entire day were iron sights. It's the fucking iron sights on my AK were good.
We got it. We got his dot sight working. Mm-hmm. Almost sighted in at 50.
Your dad's a good sport.
Yeah.
He's very happy to be there. We almost set everything on fire.
Oh my god!
I can't believe how level-headed everybody was when that hay bale almost destroyed everything.
The hay bale was not... We were expecting it that time. That was fine. It was when you set 20 fires the first time, and everyone was like, what are these? Every gun channel, when they bring out a shotgun on YouTube, is like, hey, let's try out these Dragon's Breath rounds, which is like, oh, it's like a shotgun blast, but it's like fun sparkles. It shoots out fun sparkles.
No!
And that's every channel is just like, hey, fun sparkles shot. There's no... It's like, it doesn't even sound loud. It's just like a... Psh, it looks like a firework. Fun. And you fucking fire one of these things, and not only does it go about 100 yards, which, okay, fine, but it sets literally 20 fires. 20 brush fires.
I don't even know what's doing it. It almost seems like there's material that's landing.
It's like just shooting embers. It's like napalm.
This shit was sick.
It was awesome. But everyone was running to stamp out fires. Oh, fuck, that was funny. It's so dry. It's cold as shit. It hasn't rained. We're in a straw
rained
field
in my neighborhood while I was home, and it still just was.
It's basically winter. It's dry.
I'm sure the ground just seeped all that up.
Yeah.
And then we also fired. Can I help you, little girl?
These Tracer 22s are fun.
Those are fun.
Those would be all I would fire if they weren't expensive as shit.
Exactly. Yes, I would 100% only shoot Tracers. I took a pot shot from about 100 for the first shot.
First tracer.
And hit with a gun.
With
it was around before tracers existed.
Gun, yeah.
You hit him.
They had tracers in World War II, I think.
You hit with the Mosin at 100.
Happy to report the Mosin works.
Yeah, a little sticky, a little tough to get around.
The bolt probably needs to be cleaned, but if you smack it, it works.
Yep.
I love the violence when you hit a steel plate with a round that heavy. It is like you see the spark and it flings around. It's great.
The targets did not take that much damage, which is cool.
Targets are good.
Yeah. The amount of shrapnel produced by that thing is ridiculous. We did some skeet shooting too.
Oh yeah.
Skeet shooting was fun as hell.
Shotguns, everything.
Yep.
Yeah, your uncle and your dad are like the same dude. It's pretty funny. Are either of them currently or formerly farmers?
My dad is currently, or was formerly, yes. He lives on a farm, and then they both grew up on a farm together. So
yeah.
I was talking.
Yeah.
My dad was. We had some friends over last night, and he was telling him, he's like, yeah, we would what we'd do for fun is we would play stickball, and the fence was the fence.
Is that like baseball with a stick?
Yeah, maybe? yeah. It's the fence was the fence, and
for a fence we use a fence.
Yeah, that was a home run if you hit it over the fence.
That's good. That's ingenuity.
The ball would land in the cow piles. So you would go up and pick it up on the part that's not gross and try to throw that for a pitch and make somebody else deal with it.
If you hit it hard enough, I bet some shit would fling off.
Yep.
Probably not the grossest poop in the world, you know. At least cows are all grassy.
Yeah. I've thought about that recently. It's like
cows, horses, not a big deal.
What are the poops that are really gross?
Dog
poop is disgusting.
Human poop is insane out of water. Oh my god! When you breach water,
yeah.
It's like, oh my god, this is my own, and it's like unbearable.
I'm supposed to like it.
I should really. It should be nothing to me.
Yeah.
And this is like fucking. My eyes are tearing. Yeah, cat shit's awful.
Yeah,
a lot of the time.
Because they're supposed to be eating animals, and most of that's good. A lot of
when I fed my cat mostly wet food, the shits are awful.
Yeah,
because it's all protein shits.
Yeah, because your cat's on a bulk, dude. Cat's on a bulk cycle.
That's oof. Yeah, pretty much. Probably most mammals that don't eat grass. Yeah, anything that eats protein is bad.
Yeah, but something like
I bet if a fish shat not in water, it'd be pretty bad. Like a predatory fish.
Remember that episode of MythBusters where they polished a turd?
Yeah,
and it was perfect because they got
a guy who polishes things or something.
And they got like the perfect grass level. Like they did research into what the diets were of the different animals and found the exact animal diet that they were looking. It was like ostrich is what they went with or something.
Yeah, sure.
Because it was like the perfect diet.
That's good. Yeah.
And they had it shipped to them. Yeah. I don't look down on many people's fetishes, but I think that people who are into scat should be put down probably. I think scat people...
you don't want that kind of person living around.
You need to get that out of the gene pool.
They need to go somewhere. You don't have to... You don't have to kill them. You just put them somewhere. You can let them read books and lift weights or whatever, but, you got to be in a mine town.
Yeah.
They got to be in a mine town with no kids or any other vulnerable people.
Yeah, well, nobody should... The thing is that ideally nobody would ever know.
It's like that Carlin bit, except you have the poop guys fight the foot guys instead of pedophiles versus whoever was in that joke.
Yeah. Well, but there's also almost something more fucked up about the feet people, because the shit is disgusting, but at least it's coming out of an orifice. With the foot people, there's some sort of like weird dissociation thing going on where you're like admiring a component.
It's like an uncanny valley where it's still a part of a human body, but it's like the wrong parts.
Yeah,
that kind of gives it a more sinister quality. Whereas
what's going on?
Just a horrible inanimate object that's repulsive.
Do you use your turn signal?
Yeah. Why?
Okay. I was recently trying to figure out what possesses people to not use their turn signal.
Because they think like, I'm in the right turn lane. He knows I'm turning. It's like there's nowhere else to go.
So I did a bunch of like core.
For me, it's just a reflex. I do it turning into my driveway.
Of course, yeah.
People make fun of me. I'm like already in the driveway and I'm turning into another drive. Like I'm on your dirt driveway and I'm turning onto your paved driveway and I like put the turn signal on once and I think it was Steven was like, you just use your turn signal. I was like, yeah, because I'm turning. I just don't think about it. Steven has to think about it because he sucks at driving. So he's like, you consciously thought, did you use your turn signal? I'm like, no. It comes naturally to me because I'm good at driving.
My man's destroyed 8 cars.
He fucking sucks.
But I was trying to find explanations from people, and I'm convinced that only psychopaths don't use their turn signal because every single explanation was so bizarre.
Yeah, it's just like it's their problem.
Well, no, it was like nobody needs to know where I'm going. Nobody needs to know where I'm going. It's not.
Well, no, I think what they're trying to say is like I don't feel like I need to let anyone know because there's no one like behind me who's going at full speed, who needs to slow down, so they don't need to know that I'm turning, I guess?
The way it was written is, it's nobody's business where I'm going.
Okay, that's weird. That's so fucking weird.
It's nobody's business where I'm going. I don't want people to understand my strategy. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Was that really a serious statement?
Yeah, all of them. There's not a single normal answer. Nobody just said I'm lazy.
Were there any common, like, women, men, everyone, like, are you going on an
This is completely anonymous, so I can't really say.
Oh, well, you're giving Twitter polls.
But I went through hundreds of these, and I did not get a single one where I'm like, nobody admitted that they were lazy or dumb, and like what are the
there's no like I forgot, you know.
No.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
One of the craziest one for sure. This is fucking unhinged. Is when I'm driving with the utmost intensity, I am completely aware of my surroundings and thus have no need to use the turn signal, and I'm not going to focus on it.
That's what I was saying. It's like, yeah, it doesn't. You know, they're like, yeah, it doesn't matter. So
yeah, but like it's like I'm so aware of my surroundings, I'm not going to distract myself by using it. It's like what the fuck? This one guy's like, when I'm using my phone, I won't use my turn signal, and it's
that's reasonable. The last accident Steven got into a couple months ago when he got a new car, he texted me. He was like, "Oh, I got a new car. I got into a he goes I got into a freak fender bender," and then we were hanging out later. I asked him like, okay, tell me what happened, and he goes, well, the guy in front of me broke really, really fast. So he just rear-ended a guy, and he described it as a freak fender bender. A
freak fender bender would be somebody coming over a guardrail and hitting you. What's a freak fender bender?
Yeah, he
was switching between songs on his phone and wasn't paying attention.
He said that the guy he hit when he braked, knew he was going to get hit. So maybe he did stop really fast, but still. I've hit the brakes as hard as I could going 70, and I've stopped probably in 50 or 60 yards, and like,
you got a heavy car too.
Is it? I mean,
it's fucking old.
I guess. I mean, were cars dramatically heavier in 2001?
I would think so.
Yeah, maybe. It was an old lady car. But
yeah, no, I thought that shit was funny as hell. Just nobody even tried. Or they tried and failed to explain why they do this.
Yeah, they just don't care.
Yeah,
yeah, that is some psycho shit.
I'm convinced that if there was even one, I'd be like, okay, there's some ambiguity here. But I'm pretty sure everybody who doesn't use their turn signals is a monster.
Everyone's a pawn in their fucking game, dude.
That's basically what
they're saying. They're the main character. They don't need to fucking use
turn signal. It's like, why didn't that asshole use his turn signal?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, yeah. What, kitty? What, sweet?
She's just gonna stare at us the whole time.
I'm gonna touch you.
She just wants to sniff.
Sniff me. Sniff away.
You need to cover your fingers in peanut butter.
Cover something else in peanut butter.
Hey, that's... Baby. Only we can do that.
Baby. It's a special connection you have. How about you finish your glass so that I can pour this Long Branch? A little bit for each of us here.
Oh, yeah. You can also get... I cleaned the other one of these glasses I have. If you don't want to use a shot glass.
I don't mind just sipping out of a shot glass.
You don't get as much aroma though.
No, the nose, the nose of the glass.
I'm still not a whiskey connoisseur, but I feel like this one seems very as Horse Learning would say, dark chocolates. I get the dark chocolates a lot.
So this one seems very, how do I say, good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good and I like it.
Now, the go-to amateur booze compliment is it's smooth.
Smooth. Smooth.
Which I still do. I'm like, this is fucking smooth. But like that's like probably the most base level.
Here, I got a little bit of dregs here. Let me put this up for you.
Oh god, please don't.
It's not that strong. It's not a high proof or anything.
Yeah, I feel like I'm suspicious of whenever something's like, like it doesn't even. There's no year on it. Like there's no like. It's just like a small batch or something. And it's like, all right, what does that mean?
Generally a 1.
Yeah, so I mean...
Oh man, that's good. Fuck.
That's my palate.
Distant mouth sounds.
We also at that hangout sesh we had a charcuterie party.
Oh boy, didn't number
that was
myself
fun.
there.
You think that fucked you up? I thought eating that much like cured meat and fucking cheese and also drinking tons of hard liquor and beer, I thought I was gonna wake up like fucking dying or dead. I feel like anytime I take a bunch of ibuprofen right before I go to sleep, I don't really have a hangover. I feel like that's my secret.
That's good.
It's probably not good for my gastrointestinal tract, but I don't have a bad headache or tummy ache when I wake up.
I had a bullshit hangover. It wasn't even like my head didn't hurt. I was just sore and my stomach sucked. And that was it. And it was like
weak tummy.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And
be a little fatigued.
And yeah, the charcuterie was fucking clapping though.
Oh my god, all that shit was
awesome.
Good.
We didn't even, we needed more jam stuff.
It lasted a while still.
It was good. It was good.
Really tasty.
Oh.
We didn't need any of those dried. What did we get? Raisins, cranberries,
Yeah, dried cranberries.
Oh, you should have brought those. I need a handful of those.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Tasty.
I should have just brought all the cheese over because there's no way my parents are going to eat all that cheese. But yeah, we had the what was the port wine cheese, which is like the Ritz cracker cheese basically, but super fancy.
That was accurate, yes. And one of the funniest parts of the night, we were on that Discord call, video call with Connor and his GF, and after like 15 minutes of talking, she just goes, "Is that a charcuterie board?"
Yeah.
And we had forgotten we had all this cheese and shit out. It was a very funny line. I want
to get a huge piece of sourdough and
you should start making
toast it.
You're the only you held out last year, much like I've held out on getting vaxxed. You held out on making sourdough.
That's true.
COVID.
That's true.
So I feel like that's the same thing.
I'll start making sourdough when you get your vaccine. There you go.
I don't know why that's why is that the trade? If you want sourdough,
this winter,
help
everybody.
Have you ever had grocery store sourdough?
Grocery store sourdough?
Like I got some sourdough that Wegmans made, like their in-house, and it was like bread that like was cooked with vinegar.
Huh.
It was like not even like it didn't have that. It didn't taste like an organic sourness. It was just like vinegar, and it was so in your face that I think I liked it because it was like eating a salt and vinegar chip.
Yeah.
But in bread form, it was like holy shit, this is wild.
There's a bakery that's really good that delivers bread to the grocery store I go to every day. So I get really really good authentic sourdough from there.
Oh, that's nice.
And make a grilled cheese, do a little Gouda, a little cheddar. Maybe throw in some mozzarella.
Absolutely.
And then
one of my fondest childhood memories, when I would go to the pizza shop with my dad, he would pick up the I don't know, I guess he was picking up bread for maybe like the subs in the morning, and so he would get it just straight from a bread factory, and we would go into the bread factory, and it's like this huge industrial. There's like ceiling fans. The smell is unbelievable. I will never forget that smell, and I probably was only in there a few times. But man, the smell in a bread factory is nuts.
Nice.
Mouth-watering.
Nice.
Yeah.
I enjoyed some good fruit, which I rarely get down in all the produce in Texas.
Don't say that about Steve. But
All the produce down in Texas sucks complete ass.
Huh.
But up here, my family has that. They got the fucking farmer connects, so I always get the really good stuff. And
anything you grow by yourself, like, have you ever just grown something and you just see how huge it gets?
Dude, the fucking produce my parents get is ridiculous.
Yeah, like when you grow in soil that's not like been nutritionally depleted for 200 years, it's like I grew a sunflower once next to my mom's house, and the soil, like in our town, like you'd think it would suck because it's just like clay. You dig and it's like 2 inches of soil, and it's like clay and rocks. There should be nothing you can grow in. And I grew this fucking sunflower, and like it couldn't hold itself up. It was like a 2-foot wide sunflower, and it just fell over. We had to support it with a stick because it was so fucking huge.
Yeah.
And it was not a special sunflower. I just got a seed from something. I don't know.
Well, we had those. What was it? Chives or leeks? We had
green onions or something
that we had in the Adirondacks. That my parents. They were just the fucking biggest, thickest, most ridiculous. Yeah, my parents' produce is insane. They get the best peppers. You know what the secret? One of the secret best things is really good carrots. I feel like carrots that you get most places,
really sweet.
Dude, it's gorgeous.
Jalapenos are easy to grow. That's another thing that if you grow it yourself, they just get huge and they're pretty good. Tomatoes.
You need a little garden out there or something, or a little.
I have tried. I don't. I think I'm just too lazy, or I would like. I just need a huge pot of dirt because I'm trying to grow in these little pots, and it's like I don't know. I have a bunch of seeds in my cupboard. Will probably still work.
Here she comes.
She's gonna stare at us and smell stuff.
Yeah, she might smell my liquor.
She's gonna smell your foot. She's going for the foot instead. Oh, she's a little scared of the foot smell.
I can't blame her. It's rank.
It smells like football.
Oh my god! Come here. I had at the pregame. My cousin's like, it's like you should start drinking, and I'm like okay, and I
agree.
I drank 3 tall boys inside of like an hour, probably 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then went to the stadium, and I'm so glad.
Would you go with some Coors?
I drank the cider that I had purchased, the themed cider from Blue Toad, which is pretty good. The Buffalo Bill stuff.
I didn't know that was cider.
Cider, yeah. And then I got to the stadium, dude. $15 for a tall boy of beer at the stadium.
Oh my god!
Get the fuck out of here! I guess it was a 25 ounce, but it's still like, get the fuck out of here, man.
I'm trying to think of what I would spend $15 on. I wouldn't spend $15 on a 6-pack.
I wouldn't spend $15 on like a novelty size like special drink or anything.
I would get blacked out on benzos before fucking buying. I would just emotionally numb myself before fucking just resorting to $15 beers.
Dude,
what the fuck?
There's like a Michelob Ultra. So I was looking at the prices for other stadiums. The Atlanta Falcons stadium is the one that did the paradigm shift where they're like, we're going for volume, so they made all this shit really cheap.
You need to bring those sacks, those bags you hide in your clothes.
I need a Camelback.
Yeah.
But the Atlanta Falcons stadium, I was looking at the prices and I was so pissed. Refillable soda. What do you think you're paying for a refillable soda?
$6.
$2.
Soda's different. Soda's no booze.
Okay.
Like soda's nothing.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna bring up the price.
But still, $2.
This is super boring to everyone. I don't give a fuck. All right.
The booze is where they get you.
Absurdly cheap. Is it? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Because everything was insanely cheap. Which I'm gonna have to go to a game there at some point, just because it's like I got. If there's a Bills game there next year, I'll go. There's a graphic that's got all of them listed. Okay, let's see. So $2 for Coca-Cola, popcorn's $2, hot dogs $2,
Holy
pretzels
shit.
$2.
Holy shit!
A slice of pizza is $3. Where's the beer prices?
Beer.
I think it was $5 for a craft beer.
I was close. I said $6.
Yeah. But
for craft, it's pretty good.
Yeah, but $2 for soda, man. Oh,
That bourbon barrel aged beer that we had a couple nights ago was I couldn't even taste very well because I was pretty drunk. But that's like, to me, that's like a perfect beer. That had a very full flavor, but it wasn't super hoppy or that was fucking great. I'm gonna buy another one of those. It's expensive.
nice. Okay. Just making sure we're rolling.
Our levels.
You
It hasn't overheated.
Levels. Who needs them?
No. I'm always on one level, and that's the top level.
I'm on a new level.
Yeah.
Like Future says.
You're 2,000. I'm 3,000 and.
Oh, your favorite band, Black Eyed Peas.
Y'all are 2,000 and late.
I'm on that spaceship. Zoom.
It's unbelievable that they fucking.
We've been rocking them beats.
I don't know what kind of satanic shit they did to become a band at all, let alone have this.
Let's get retarded and hot. Let's get retarded in here.
It's like, man.
Woohoo! Wait, isn't there Sweet Escape? Is that them too? Sweet Escape.
I'm not familiar.
Tell me, boy, now wouldn't that be sweet? Be sweet.
That might be a Fergie solo.
Okay, it sounds like it's production by will.i.am, but you might be right. What do those other guys do?
will.i.am makes terrible music also. I don't know who else is in.
There's the Japanese fellow.
Is there really? Is there a Japanese guy in Black Eyed Peas?
Then there's the other black guy, I believe.
will.i'm.not. Boo.
No.
Don't laugh at that. Yeah, no, of course no. You did.
That's funny.
It's not funny at all.
That's pretty good.
No,
Black Eyed Peas. Okay, let's find out. Let's see.
Everyone's overshadowed by. I think is My Humps. That might be a Fergie solo also.
Yes.
Everything they're involved in is just unbelievably terrible.
It's all beautiful.
It's crazy. They had that one album with all those singles, like 2008. Fucking I'm a Bee and fucking it's the worst music ever made. It's crazy. I just remember being in like field day in freshman year, 8th grade. I think it was 8th grade, and just listening to all these songs, and it's like, holy shit. Some of the worst bus music. Fergalicious. That was an earlier one.
There's will.i.am, obviously.
I'm familiar.
Apple the app.
What does he look like?
His name is spelled like. He looks a little bit like will.i.am.
Is that not will.i.am?
It's not him.
He has a mohawk. A black guy with a mohawk.
Yeah. He's Filipino. So that's our Hispanic fellow, I think.
He looks like a Far Cry villain.
And then there's Taboo.
Is he spelled silly also?
No, he's spelled the usual way.
Okay, all right.
And then J. Ray Soul.
That one sounds familiar.
He's the only one that doesn't have his own article.
Aw.
Yeah, will.i.am. Yeah, Black Eyed Peas. Now that's a band, man.
Boom Boom Pow is just unbelievable.
I like that Boom Boom Pow. The chickens checking my style. These are hits.
They try to copy my swagger. I'm on that next shit now.
Yeah, you're so 2008. I'm so 3000. I'm so 3008. You're so 2000 late. What else we got? Who else had stinkers?
I had the time of my life.
No, we're talking about band songs, dude. I owe it all to you.
They're literally a commercial band. Like they make music for commercials. To be used in commercials.
Like Imagine Dragons. They're pretty bad.
At least I only know the one Imagine Dragons song.
You've heard a lot of them.
I mean, I know the one is all of them. I know all their songs are the same, but still. Dropkick Murphys. I don't think that's less commercials and more like chain pubs.
Dropkick Murphys? Yeah. Well, that's like for people who, that was people who were really excited about not the first Boston Red Sox win, but the second one in 2007.
Well, because the second one was after The Departed, so you're fucking psyched to be in Boston.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, I hear that they're making they're making a sequel to the Boondock Saints. That's the
What's the sequel called? It's All Saints Day.
All Saints Day.
Have you seen? I haven't seen Boondock Saints.
I've seen Boondock Saints.
Is it like? Because I I didn't know there were I didn't know people liked it unironically. I was familiar that people liked it ironically, but then there were people who actually like it and think it's good. And I don't know. I don't know.
I last watched
which one I would.
Boondock
I don't know.
Saints.
I don't know which side of the fence I would fall on.
I last watched the Boondock Saints when I was 12 or 13.
I read the plot synopsis just a few days ago, and the entire movie is just them getting into gunfights with the guys, and then the guys join them.
Yeah,
it's like they're there's a cop who's pursuing them, and it's Willem Dafoe, and then he joins them, and then there's a mob boss who they're fighting against, and then it turns out to be their dad or uncle, and then he also joins them.
It's their dad.
It's their dad, and he joins them.
And then they shoot up I last watched it when I was 12 or 13. I thought it was so sick.
It's probably pretty sick then.
It's pretty sick. The leads are really charming.
One of them is
Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus.
Yeah,
without his tiny fetus.
The two of them have really good rapport. Willem Dafoe is his ass off. Hello, cat. Please don't.
Can you hear those sniffy sounds?
It seems like it can. Yeah.
I'm probably being muffled. I'm
kitty
shouting from behind a cat.
Kitty ASMR. But yeah, I remember being awesome. Which, now that I think about it, I think that movie's probably can be carried on that alone. I think you could easily, if those two, if their relationship is as charming as I remember, because they're kind of they're kind of hooligans, Yeah. Like Irish immigrant hooligans.
Yeah, exactly.
Who work in... Now that I think about it, the movie's probably awesome. Willem Dafoe is gay, and he's like a...
Oh yeah,
he's
goes
gay.
To a gay bar.
But he's gay, but he hates other gay guys.
So he's Tim Dillon.
Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah, sure. Yeah, probably awesome. I'm gonna go get my cookies. I'm gonna enjoy some Glen Morangi if you don't mind.
Highly recommend Glenmorangie. What's it called? Pinta Nueva.
Quinta Ruban.
Quinta Ruban.
Port cask finish.
14 years.
14.
Good.
Man, old as hell.
A little pricey, but still very good for the price.
Let's see.
We've been chilling. We're just chilling.
We got a new compulsive liar story, which is pretty good.
Which one's
Matt,
that?
Matt had one about this. Apparently, was going on in high school, which he had. Fuck! I lost it. I lost it to the drink. Another story about about our compulsive liar guy.
Oh yeah, he said that? What did he say? I mean, it was a very him. He was like, yeah, that's something he would say. He would lie about.
I think he was lying about already being in college or something while in high school or something like that.
Yeah, he was always.
Yeah.
He was always going to Yale or whatever.
Yep.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, apparently people witnessed him getting jacked, like insanely ripped for a bit for no reason.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah. I think we discussed this at one point, but he needs to end up being the president or something at some point. He's the lie.
Oh, he's too weird looking.
Yeah.
He needs to get a glass eye. That could do it. Nice haircut. Nice haircut. Get ripped again. Glass eye.
Yeah.
Then he's not. Then he's not a weird, lazy eye guy. And then he's disabled. That's good.
That's good. We like that.
Less or differently abled. He's different. I don't know what they say now.
Differently. We watched a show. It took way too long to watch 13 episodes or 12 episodes of this thing.
It's not even. Yeah. It's only the first season.
We're not even done. It
doesn't even end.
Finish. No. She still has so many days left.
And the ending is. I've read about it. It's the best part.
Oh,
it would be the most interesting thing to talk about, at least.
Okay.
But yeah, we wanted to chill out and just watch a little slice of life.
Yes.
Maybe something a bit classic.
Yes.
Something a little older, a little nostalgic.
Aged.
Finally aged.
Yeah.
We went for a 2001 series.
20 years old. Damn.
That we were curious about by Gynax and Shaft. A young Shaft.
Mm-hmm.
Shaft started in 94. 95.
Please don't talk
I think.
about young shafts around me.
Sorry, I know you get excited.
Yeah.
Mahoromatic, which I often used to mispronounce as Mahoromantic, which would also work, because that would be magic romantic. This is magic romantic. I don't know what that means.
Automatic Maiden is
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a manga adaptation that was illustrated by Bo Ditama. He's the guy who did Kiss Sis and Juden-chan. His Wikipedia article states, quote, "Several of his series contain omorashi as a main element," end quote. That means piss.
Oh, really?
I knew Kiss Sis has a character that's just dedicated to her thing is that she always is peeing on thing. She always has to pee real bad, and then some silly circumstance happens where she ends up peeing on the main guy, and that's whenever she's involved.
Kiss Sis, you say?
Kiss Sis. I'm told the OVA is better than the 12-episode series. I watched 11 episodes of the 12-episode series, and I was like, okay, whatever.
Okay. Was there piss in it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I think they get locked in the storage unit, you know, that thing?
Of course, yeah.
And then she's on his shoulders.
Oh, she's trying to get out or something?
Trying to get out of the window, and then she can't hold it. She pees all over his neck and back and face.
You know, if I were like a piss fetishist, I'd be into that.
She'd probably like that because it's piss.
I'm trying to work on it. I've been trying to cultivate a piss fetish. And, you know...
You're against feet, but you're into that?
No, I'm not, is the thing.
Did you see that video of that lady at the concert on stage peeing on that guy's face?
No.
Oh, man. It's a Rage Against the Machine cover band, but they have brass instruments. And I don't think they're like ska covers. That would be awesome if they were.
Yeah, it would be sick.
But I think they're called Brass Against. And it's a video taken from the audience, and it's this lady... this guy's getting up, and he has like a GoPro on his head, and he lays down on the stage, and the lady's going, "Who wants me to piss on his head?" And she drops trowel and fucking sprays piss all over this dude's face like a cat, like it just sprays. Like
Who wants me to piss all over this? Apparently they did. Apparently
he loves it.
He's like
He's going yeah. He fucking. Here, I can show you.
Oh yeah, bring it up. I want to.
For some reason, it's just first of all, she's expert at not getting the cooch on camera.
They're good at that. There's that one girl, my fair Whataburger maiden, who I witnessed peeing against the side of that chain restaurant.
Yeah.
And she managed to hide her cooch as well, in spite of my requests to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Brass Against. Wait,
they apologize for this.
This is the singer?
It's the lead singer.
Oh,
she's like a lesbian lady.
Oh, cool.
Oh, age restricted. Oh, I can. Okay,
watch it on
Hopefully
YouTube.
I'm logged in.
Yeah, I would be remiss to not see this.
Full screen or not, computer? Come on.
Now this is Led Zeppelin.
Look at this guy's lame dancing. This is a Rage Against the Machine cover. This is 7 minutes long. All right, hold on.
Oh, it sounds like a cover of Kashmir, but it is not.
No, this is a.
Oh, Bulls on Parade.
Is it? No, that's not Bulls on Parade, isn't it? That's Killing in the Name. No, it's one of the hits.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like Kashmir. Yeah. Damn, she got some titties. Damn, get that shit out, girl.
Look at the guy with the trumpet.
Why is this happening?
She had to pee.
It's a good thing she didn't have to go number 2. Oh my god. It turns out I don't know if I'll ever be able to get into the fish stuff.
It's a waterfall. It's steaming.
Yeah.
Is that what is steaming? Might be a smoke machine.
Why is she still going? It looks like a hell of a show.
She's got a nice butt. I mean,
a nice butt and some titties too.
Yeah.
If anybody's gonna piss on you, you could do a lot worse.
No, that guy, I'm happy for him.
He won.
But that's... And then he just, like, he doesn't go clean up. He just stays in the audience.
Oh, my God. Ugh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you know, I just don't think the piss is for me. It's such a bummer. That's why I have to...
No, it's terrible.
No, but it's an avenue that to be explored.
What are the comments here saying? I'm impressed by the amount of water coming out of her, yeah. That's not water,
good
but
piss.
Yeah. I bet lady piss is pretty gross, too. Like, how much water do they drink?
Women?
They do drink a decent amount of liquids,
I know a lot of women drink a lot of water.
They stay hydrated. Yeah, it's probably could be worse.
Is she vegan? That shit probably tastes pretty good. I had the one vegan girl I ever went down.
I guess not a lot of protein.
That pussy tasted so good. I think about it sometimes.
Grass-fed pussy.
Damn. No, yeah, straight up. Yeah, it was. She had that fucking nice snatch, dude.
A waterfall should be an instant classic. We'll forever watch this for a laugh. Add it to my favorites.
I'm gonna have to share that with people. That shit's great.
That's from James Deem with an M.
Oh, well, see how fantasy football's going. Hold on. If it's not going well, Declan might get the fists.
Huh? Why? I was watching another podcast talk about this video, and a good point that was brought up was that she did turn a very chick thing, which is having to pee all the time, into a very punk. That was a good observation.
We can't take a break during the show.
I know,
yeah. Go on.
Yep, and she clearly had to pee very... If a little bit came out, it'd be kind of weird.
Yeah.
She had to pee...
Well, imagine the relief.
True, like, a lot of people say, I had to pee like a racehorse, and like, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Like that must be how a horse pees. It was like not a stream. It was full on...
She shotgun blasted that guy with piss.
Yeah, it was... Yeah.
Just imagine the relief, and not... Because I wouldn't have the confidence to know that I wasn't going to have stage fright. There's definitely a chance I'm not able to pee. I can't pee. Yeah, I can't pee 10 feet away from one dude, and I have no problem. I have no philosophical problem with peeing next to a dude. Just can't happen
physiologically. Yeah, it doesn't happen.
You remember the trauma?
I don't think so.
Remember the trauma?
No.
Maybe this is the time for us to deal with the trauma. Anyway, a Mahoromatic kitty.
Oh yeah, the show we watched. No pee in this one.
No.
Or they cut it out.
Not yet.
Gynax tries to keep it clean.
Not yet.
Right. Only first season. So we picked this because we thought this probably looks good because it's Gynax. This is cited as one of the shows that got the term coined Gynax ending.
Oh, okay.
Because of the anime original ending. So this is part of the reason they have that that's part of the reason why Panty and Stocking ends on that joke.
Yeah.
You know?
The stigma.
Yeah. Because they gave their original ending. Directed 2 seasons directed by Hiroyuki Yamaga, who I guess also directed the Daikon opening animations, an original Gynax fella, and Wings of Honamiez.
Yes.
Honamiez, whatever.
Honey Mayonnaise.
And Abanabashi. Remember that one?
I do remember one about Abanabashi, yes.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of Abanabashi. Not for any particularly good reason. I thought it was fine.
It's one of those early 2000s shows where it's like, homages, parody.
Yeah, just jokes. The entire time.
The whole
relentlessly.
time. Yeah.
Abanabashi is relentlessly just like...
It's a surprisingly not Imaishi show. I mean, I know he was on it, but not directed by Imaishi.
Yeah, it's just relentless self-referential stuff to like other anime that they like.
Yeah, this is the mecha episode.
Take a Daikon thing and blow it out for 13 episodes.
There's probably a magical girl thing in there.
The worst part is that the best stuff in that show is when they're at the beginning, when they're in the shop.
When they're in Abanabashi.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a fun show.
So.
Oh, she bite me.
You can't hang it. You can't hang any limbs off. Yeah, she goes for it. I remember I've seen this opening for the show before. I think I remember it, and it's cute. And I was thinking, why does it seem so sad though? And by the way, I was thinking, all right, where's Anno in this? Storyboarded the opening.
I thought he storyboarded the show as well, or just the opening.
I think just maybe some of it, but I think he's just credited as. I just saw the opening. Yeah, and this is so it's Gainax. It's a collab Gainax and Shaft. But this is pre-Shimbo Shaft, so it's before Shaft really had their style.
Yeah.
So I couldn't. It's not like there were some shots where I was like, this looks more Shafty than the clearly Gainax cuts, but it could be my imagination. I couldn't tell. I feel like the opening is very Gainax with the missile volley, with the almost Daikon reference.
And they're kind of falling out of the sky too. Reminds me a little bit of certain stuff in the opening for Karikano. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird that this has a very Karikano late '90s feel, which is weird because it's post Fooly Cooly.
Mm-hmm.
It's there's almost no Fooly Cooly holdovers.
Very little.
You can't see it at all. Yeah, it's we're fully back to Karikano mode.
Which I like.
Which is great.
Karikano.
It's just I'm surprised, because he's in Die Buster, you see.
Die
Buster is perfectly between Fooly Cooly and Rebuilds.
Yeah, or Fooly Cooly and Gurren Lagann. It's split in that difference there. Yeah.
Totally.
But this is you're right. This is totally Karikano, locations, and then I think the designs are they're a little bit more simple.
It looks also it's not digital. I think you could see a lot of the cells pretty dirty on the remaster I was watching.
Yep.
So yeah, and then but the ED. Again, probably my imagination, but it looks Shafty because it's just like a canvas pattern. It's like a picnic table in the background, and it's girls dancing, like that cooking show Shaft did, where they're dancing at the end. Similar to that kind of. So the first couple episodes I was looking at animation credits a lot, but there's so much that I wasn't autistic enough to analyze every episode. You got closer that time. You petted her a little bit. But this first episode, key animators credited for just the first episode include, for people who are interested in this kind of stuff, Atsushi Nishigori, director of Darling in the Franxx and The Idolmaster 2011. Yoshiaki Ito, character designer for the anime and chief animation director of Hidamari Sketch. Animation director for a whole bunch of Monogatari. Episode 10 of Madoka, important.
It's the Shaft people.
Madoka Rebellion, which I like a lot. Crazy movie. Yo Yoshinari, future co-founder of Trigger, trying to photograph my black hat again at night in the dark.
Yep, in a shadow
under a table. So just the first episode, generally tons of future Trigger and Shaft people, and people with a shit ton of credits on just a lot of well-known stuff that looks good. I barely scratched the surface here, just with those three people. And there's a fuckload of animators credited on the show. But our main guy, Schoolboy Suguru, is his name. He's riding a bus. Another Gainax thing, which used to mean boob bouncing. Oh. That's for OGs, and they used to have a signature boob jiggle. You see it a lot in Gunbuster.
Yep.
They have that here in this first episode. I don't remember whose boobs were jiggling. Probably the girl. Maybe another girl. I don't know. But someone's robbing a bus because Japan thinks that's what crime is.
Yeah, fake crime for Japan.
What's crime? What do hooligans do?
There's quite a bit of fake crime in this.
Well, fake crime and fake just harassers.
Yeah, just very, bullies that never existed.
Yeah, very index railgun rape gangs.
Yeah.
Harassment gangs.
Hey, you're away from your friends for 30 seconds.
Why don't you come with us, young lady?
Someone's immediately like,
I'm bad because I wear a beanie. Yeah.
I've got bleach blonde hair.
I have frosted tips. I'm fucking gonna ask you to come to a love hotel.
Yeah, I'm wearing a jersey shirt.
I'm wearing a tank top jersey over a t-shirt,
which makes me a rapist.
I listen to rock music.
Yeah. Hey.
And it's about trains.
I'm leaning back a little bit. I have my hands in my pockets,
but in a more sinister way than the protagonist.
Yeah, it's a rape gesture.
Yeah,
it's a microaggression.
I look like I'm about to moonwalk.
This is the women think that's what it's like going through a parking lot. That's what they think.
Yeah.
I was talking to Brie recently, and she's like, "Yeah, there was a guy who kind of was following me around in Target, so I had one of the employees help me take my bags to my car, and I'm like, what? You're in a Target parking lot in broad daylight. What the fuck's gonna happen? Like,
I mean, he could be the only reasonable thing, which is reasonable, is that he's a crazy guy who's just going to stab you because he's nuts, which does happen.
Yeah, he'll do that in Target though.
I mean, you don't know his warped thought process. Yeah. He could be like, I'm going to wait till I get outside, and because if if you stab someone in a parking lot, just fucking run the fuck away. You don't have an address people can track you to.
Yeah, and you know what? It's especially good if you're on your way home. You don't use your turn signals, and then nobody knows where.
No one knows what the fuck's going on. Yeah,
it's like that guy's a crazy person.
It's like they think they're like they've got the guy in the backseat with the blindfold, and you're just like taking turns, so you don't know where you end up. And it's like you're just like, if I don't use my turn signal, no one knows where I'm going.
No one has my strategy.
Yeah, yeah. See, yeah, that's people fucking don't think about things. Yeah, no, of course someone would stab you in a parking lot, but like in a Target, oh my goodness, no. Okay, so yeah, bus robbery, and this is where our boy meets this strong super lady who's a robot. She stops the bus robbery, and this first episode, I felt like I just took some getting used to, because again we're back to late 90s Gainax. The sound effects in OST are quite awkward and quiet sometimes. Like they're just muffled sounding. There's like they like I don't know they weren't focusing on the sound immersion.
I wonder
it looks good though, so I was like,
I wonder if the rip you watched is different than mine, because I didn't get that impression.
Oh, maybe.
It might be like a mixed thing, because I kind of I thought the sound design was pretty good. It's definitely quiet though. Now that I think about it, it is quiet.
It's quieter than the dialogue, at least. Yeah. And I mean, it's not bad. It just sounds like it has those anime fake sounding sound effects where it's like something will crash and it's like very dull sounding. So yeah.
It reminds me of it. The music is definitely background.
A lot of the music is dorky. Yeah. It's charmingly dorky, but it's very it's very silly.
I think about that song from Golden Boy all this fucking time.
Oh, with the guy scatting?
Yeah. Ding ding.
Yeah.
That's to me. That's what all '90s soundtracks sounded like.
That's what they should sound like.
It's
ideally
Evangelion soft piano music. And
what's that? I think isn't it like an 808 that like whoop whoop?
Yeah.
Whoop 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 whoop. That But our boy's got a doity house, and he needs help with it because his parents are dead. His house is dirty, and so he's hiring a maid, and so he hires her. Her name's Mahoro, and there's this bit where she opens his closet and all this shit comes out. I don't know what the gag is here. It's supposed to be something comes out of his closet. They're like papers. I don't know what they are. Anyways,
might be porno mags.
I don't think
because at one point she scolds him for having porno.
No, yeah, that's later.
Okay,
this is the first episode. She opens a closet and gets avalanched, but I don't know what it's supposed to be in there. Maybe it's just supposed to be generic stuff. I don't know. But there's so much personality in the animation.
Yeah.
But for me there was the humor was stilted because it was very kind of cookie cutter. Kind of, I don't know, it's kind of slapstick stuff. A lot of people falling over. People falling over after someone says something dumb, and they're like, ah.
Yeah. And in one frame, they're completely.
Yeah.
And their legs are in the air.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, not very creative with some of the jokes.
Then you meet the gore. girls.
And then it's bath time. And then there's titties. I don't remember if there's titties in the first episode.
There are titties in the first episode.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right.
Girls.
There's one girl. Man, we'll talk about it.
Hold on, I'm gonna have a piss real quick.
Okay.
You need a beverage refill?
I'll make myself a vodka soda and we'll take a break.
Yes. I'm rolling.
I got a fucking beverage.
I just had a thing. Dance.
You started saying the persona.
I was thinking about the time in my life where, you know how I've got my life constructed, where like I've got what I'm going to do if I don't end up getting married, where it's like I'm going to watch I'm going to watch all the Gundam. I'm going to watch.
No, you're not.
I'm going to watch. But hold on. This is unmarried Ethan who gets no pussy. So it's I'm going to watch all the Gundam.
Already, this is that. So you now.
What?
Are you married?
Get pussy.
You told me when you last got pussy on Friday.
Okay.
You were drunk and you told me.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to do Gundam. I'm going to do Legend of the Galactic Heroes.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And then I'm going to live in Japan.
You're going to watch Naruto every year. Like, you're not going to watch any of this.
Well, I'm watching Naruto with my friend who's never seen it.
Okay. You're still watching it again.
I'm going to make... You know, my buddy he bombed through Lane in 2 days.
No, I mean, Lane is... And I saw someone else say this recently. Lane is like a one-sitting show. Easily. But, I mean, yeah, definitely...
Kitty.
Not a, like, watch over a long period of time show. It feels like one episode. It's like one of those shows where it's just like every, yeah.
But one of my other things is how fun would it be to have an apartment in Japan and then go and like live there for a few months out of the year and play a Persona game each time that you're there. So you're like I'm gonna get back tonight after I get done.
See, I feel like I wouldn't want to play Persona because I could just go outside and experience that.
It's not the same. I can't speak their language. It's all Greek to me.
Well, yeah, I mean...
How much of an incentive would you need to learn Japanese?
I would just need, like... Well, yeah, I would need to be moving over there. Like, I would need to really be like, I'm fucking becoming an English teacher. I'm going to live over there.
Yeah.
Which is hard to imagine because I don't, it's
too late.
I feel bad even visiting there. I'm like, I shouldn't be here. I don't.
Well, they want you to teach English to them.
Yeah, but they don't want me to live there.
Declan Sensei.
Yeah.
Declan Sensei. They want you to get with the other cute.
Make a bunch of huge dick jokes to me. I'm like, yeah, totally.
They want you. Okay. Mm-hmm. They want you to get with the other cute English teacher lady that's working there.
No, they want me to get with the other teenage girls.
They want you to get with the other dudes. Because they think that you're. They think that you're. They're like they wanted to be cute. It's like imagine if Declan and
the girls want me to they see me they touch another boy's hand. They're like
exactly. Can you imagine if they handed you as a what are you 6 foot tall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, what are you 6'3"?
6 foot, yeah. 6 and change.
I picked up a football for the first time in like 5 years today. At the tailgate, and
sure.
I could huck this ball 50 yards right now, and I'm like,
50's not. Well,
it's a lot. That's from.
I'm trying to think of. I mean, we were shooting from 50 yards. That doesn't seem crazy.
That's sideline to sideline. Can you imagine if they're like, it's like Declan Sensei, we want you. Can you come throw for us for like 13-year-olds? They're like, can you come throw for us at batting practice?
Bomb it, fucking.
Yeah. Or yeah. They have their gridiron team, and they're like, can you teach us how to throw a football? And they're like, holy fuck, this giant just hucked that football 35 yards. We've never seen anybody throw the spiral like that before.
Yeah. They're not playing football over there. Like, I would try and kick a soccer ball and trip over myself.
Yeah, that'd be
hurt
bad.
myself. Yeah.
How embarrassing.
Yeah.
Another thing about it, I wouldn't be good at any of the sports that they want. I'm not good at basketball. I can't play soccer. I'm not good at tennis. I'm okay at tennis.
Baseball.
I'm pretty good at baseball.
Yeah.
I could probably still throw over 70 right now if I had to.
Miles. Okay. Yeah.
I would think. Oh man,
I could hit a ball pretty far.
yeah. Oh,
I could field.
You need
sure.
to coach the baseball team. We need you to be the interim coach.
That'd be so. Oh, that sounds awesome.
You gotta be the coachy. You need to be the coach for the intramural.
What's the word for baseball? Q something Q. That's Baku.
Baseball.
Basketball. No, there's definitely a Japanese word for it.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to coach the the boys end up having the best season ever, and they make it to the conference final. And
what if they've heard of the Red Sox? I'd be like, I'm from Boston. That's where
Boston.
They'd be like,
David Ortiz.
Okay, yeah,
Big Poppy.
Ortiz or something. Big Poppy. I want to hear a Japanese guy say Big Poppy so bad.
Yeah. Well, they had Manny Ramirez played there for a long time
in Japan.
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
yeah.
And also, Dice K was he famous? Was he? I mean, he was very well known amongst Red Sox fans, but was he as famous as I thought he was?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe they know Dice K.
Well, I'm sure they know every single Japanese baseball player that's in the MLB. If they're fans of baseball over there, I guarantee you they know all of them.
Maybe, yeah.
Because
more than we do.
There's that one motherfucker right now who's absolutely Shohei.
Is he a pitcher?
He's a pitcher. He's like he's like Babe Ruth.
I know this.
He's like pitch. He can pitch. He can hit.
Oh, did Babe Ruth pitch?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he just hit really good.
No, Babe Ruth was a pitcher too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like the new Babe Ruth. He's
sick.
Probably going to be the best baseball player of the century.
Damn, it's sweet to have a sport that you can just be a tiny man and be the best ever.
He's huge.
Yeah.
Shohei Imamura is fucking 6'7".
Oh my god. Okay.
Hold on, I'm gonna find this.
Oh my god, that's 99.99th percentile. How's that even possible?
Let's find this. I'm gonna find this bullshit.
I mean, he's tall, but like, is he also
not Shohei Imamura? But Shohei Imamura is a filmmaker. Is it Ohtani?
I'm terrible with Japanese names. I get it. But is he like Mark McGwire, like worded up huge, or is he just really tall?
He's tall. Shohei Ohtani. Okay. Height. Let's see.
6'7" sounds impossible.
Okay, he is 6'4".
Okay, yeah.
6'4". Which, I mean, that makes him pretty fucking huge.
That is tall as shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, if you look at him,
that's a little bit taller.
He looks fucking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's he's got you by like half an inch or something. Yeah, he's playing right now.
He's only 3 inches shorter than you.
He's ridiculous. Let's see.
Yeah, and there's every once in a while I hear, but there was a crazy Japanese pitcher that everyone was talking about. I don't know if it was the same guy. Yeah.
Anyway,
they love it.
Yeah, so
we were just talking about it. They love baseball. We experienced it.
Going over there and coaching a baseball team in this fantasy world where you're an English teacher sounds pretty sick.
That'd be fucking awesome.
What do you think, Kat?
It'd be more fun to coach boys or girls baseball. Oh my god, that really startled
her. It would be more fun to coach boys baseball.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it's because there's an athleticism there,
and
also
be a bit tougher on them.
The girls would be at the fences like during practice with their hands up, like
I don't know if they care about baseball,
and they'd be like, "Oh,
they care about the fucking handsome ass gaijin."
Well, I was gonna say
pointing at things and throwing balls hard.
I was gonna say it's like it would be. Like, which player do you find to be the cutest? And then the quiet girl's like, I don't like any of the players. She only has eyes for you. This high school girl. He's dark and mysterious. I like the way that he has bags under his eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Anyway, well, that was fun.
I like how his mouth hangs open.
It was a fun fantasy.
Oh. Yeah. More staff information for Mahoromatic.
Okay.
Character designer for the anime, of Strike Witches, Vivid Red Operation. He is My Master, which is also a Gainax plus Shaft collab.
Oh, really?
They did a bunch. They did this, He is My Master, which looks exactly like Hidamari's sketch, but it's before Hidamari's sketch looked like that. So it almost seems like Ume, the Hidamari sketch lady, like it seems like that style, like she kind of like took influence from that, and then they adapted Hidamari's sketch with that same style. It's weird. But then this Ugly Yet Beautiful World.
Yes.
Also got Next Plus Shaft. Also same character designer, same guy. And Queensblade.
We should just watch all that
Softcore
shit.
porno. Yeah, yeah. They're also
she got the claws out. Yeah, we should just watch all that shit. That's probably all worth watching.
It's probably all worth watching.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that's worth watching. Episode 2 is when I realized that anime teachers are all younger than me now.
No, she's older.
She's 25.
It said 29.
No, she's 25.
25? Oh man.
Yeah.
I was thinking
they're not making a fucking anime girl 29.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah.
You know what? A lot of people are younger than this now.
But she's an old lady in the show.
Yeah. I was thinking about, we talked about this recently. It's like, I can't, according to the half your age plus 7 rule, I can date girls that are 20.
Yep.
It's like, oh boy.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Most of the way through college.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that I would want to date anybody younger than I, of course, because that'd be gross and icky. But yeah, what fun that would have been. I was talking to my mom and my dad. And she's my sister, who is we'll call her very naive, is asking. And she's like, "When did you guys meet?" and my mom's like, "Oh, we met when we were 18." And
nice.
and I'm like,
"Wait, isn't your dad way older?"
Yeah, I was like, we met when I was 18. Says my mom, and my dad would be 25. And I'm like, "No, that's not true. You told me that you worked for him in high school."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she's like, "Okay, baby, I was 16."
Hell yeah.
And I'm like, okay, why are you trying to sugarcoat this, you lying?
Damn, 23 and 16?
Apparently, I don't know.
Oh, shit.
She said that they were not a couple at that point. But I'm like, okay, all right, sure, Mom, okay, whatever.
Yeah. That rules.
My dad had already by the time my dad was 23, he was living in I told you this already, but he was living in Colorado.
Oh
he
was
doing woodsman work and then also teaching guitar, and that was how he was getting by.
Yeah, your dad was like a roamer, but also you dropped the other night that your dad was a professional paintball player.
My dad was a professional paintball
which
player,
I didn't even know was a thing now, and we were trying to figure out what the fuck a professional paintballer is or was.
Yeah,
and you don't even seem to know.
He was a part owner of a paintball company.
Yeah, but we were just trying to figure out how you get paid to play paintball because there's no streaming and there's no YouTube. And it's probably not on TV, so.
And then he also apparently tried to go to Woodstock.
We need to dig into that.
He tried to go to Woodstock.
Woodstock '99. He was 50.
He's like, he got pretty close, and then some of his friends went.
He took the bad acid. He took the brown acid.
His mom put the foot down on that. Apparently, I don't know how that happened. I'm like, how'd you blow that? You're already there. I'll have to get the full story.
Called him and threatened to disown him.
This is something that my cousin brought up when we were at the football game. And she's like, you tried to go to Woodstock. And he's like, well...
The Woodstock?
Yeah, the Woodstock.
I mean, hey, it's like...
close to here.
If you live in upstate... Oh my god, my cat hasn't done that in a while. She just jumped 5 feet in the air. If you live in upstate New York...
It's only 4 hours.
And, the biggest thing ever is happening, and it's the 60s, and nothing ever happens, ever.
My dad's a rock and roll guy already, so...
Yeah, you're fucking going to... You're fucking... 20? Yeah, of course you're going to Woodstock. 24, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, someday I'm going to have to get all the stories about my dad.
The paintball thing is really... I need to know what the fuck the professional paintball scene was like in the 1980s.
I'll get the full rundown.
Because that's like being a drone pilot competitor in the 80s. Like, what the fuck? How does that happen?
Yeah, I'll get the full rundown. My dad still has all of his equipment and stuff.
I was a professional Zork player.
He's got a whole bunch of jerseys and stuff, and
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, all of his friends were. All of my uncles were uncles in air quotes who were like family
friend uncles.
Yeah, there's my actual uncle who was that's how he got wealthy. Was off of his...
Wait, off of paintball?
Yeah. Dude, I remember, when paintball was kind of becoming a thing when we were younger, like people would go out and buy it. It was the brand that they were owners
people
of.
were people paying for
Dude.
tickets to go to paintball matches?
I don't know.
I can't imagine.
There was a paintball. It's gone now, but when I was younger, there was a paintball course, like a field in my.
Well, yeah, it's normal to have a course in the field, but you pay to use it. They don't pay you.
It was in my backyard. You know, like where we go.
I thought you were going to say there was one in town.
No, they had like flags and everything set up there. And in the '80s, that's where they would practice and shit.
Sure.
What else?
All footage I see of paintball matches looks fucking so boring. It's like a guy runs around a corner and there's two guys standing there and he shoots them and they don't move and they're just like, okay, hit. Like they're just like, because once you're shot, like no one has any time to react. They're just like, oh, because that's how you get shot in real life. You don't see it happen. You know, like it's just a guy running around the corner going like, and the guys are like, look over like, oh, you know.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, my dad has a bunch of scars all over his body from paintball because this was like it was barely regulated. And dudes would like just supercharge their fucking guns.
Oh yeah.
So they were he has so many welts that are like these fatty welts and stuff where they would they would amp them up and just launch them way faster than would be legal. And he's got tons of them. I'll have to ask my uncle for stories because my dad does not seem like he's bemused and like sort of like because my dad's a straight laced kind of guy. But apparently he was an absolute lunatic.
Fuck yeah.
But everybody that I interacted with at this time I was up in New York, was like, man, I got some stories. Oh, I got some stories. And it's like, I'll get them eventually, I'll just wait for my dad's wake.
Oh. What, to ask him? Oh, to ask them.
Yeah.
He's probably the best source. Well.
Yeah, whether or not he wants to give them. I'll have to get him liquored up. Anyway.
Well, a little dark, but did you know that like wakes used to last like multiple days because people used to not decompose as fast, and now we decompose way faster.
What?
Yeah, I saw like it got like it was either someone talking about someone they knew who runs a funeral home or someone who runs a funeral home.
Oh.
Talking about like, we used to be able to just let someone sit out for a while.
I don't want that. My dad's going to be cremated anyway, so.
Yeah, but like now it's like one day and then like, and people break down way faster.
Why?
I was seeing speculation it's because of seed oils. People used to be all saturated fats. Used to be like all beef, and now we're all
No, they used to die in our 70s.
It's like leaving a piece of beef out versus leaving a piece of fish out.
Oh yeah,
fish is all polyunsaturated fats, so that's why we get the stink. So maybe that's why.
You been to an open casket funeral?
Yeah, just a couple years ago.
Oh, sorry to bring up something so recent. I went to one, and my mom.
Or no, it was a. Yeah, no, it was.
I went to one, and my mom's like, "Would you like to come say goodbye?" I'm like, "I've never met this person. I'm 5. Why would you make me look at this corpse?"
Oh, you're 5.
Yeah, I'm a child.
I went to a wake when I was probably 5 or 6. Another, I think it was a great aunt.
Oh yeah.
Aunt Dottie.
Yeah, they'll bring you out for
That's an old ass name.
Yeah,
Dottie.
they'll bring you. I had a Dottie in my family too. She's gone.
Oh yeah.
I think Gay is still alive.
What name was I thinking about?
Gaylord is his name.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Because Gay sounds like a lady's name, but Gaylord is I want to start naming girls like with like little boy names again. I think it was. Oh. It was a girl named. It was an old lady and her name was like Billy.
That's so cute.
That's nice. Yeah, yeah.
So cute.
That's really cute.
I would love to have a girlfriend named Billy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'd be rad.
Yeah, or what the fuck was I?
Jackie.
There's that actress Sean Young.
Oh yeah.
Lady. That's not quite as cute, but still pretty funny to be named Sean as a lady.
Billy's beautiful though.
Billy is.
I'm in love with Billy already. I'm getting better.
Yeah. She would hate you forever for that, but still, she'll never understand.
Yeah. I was gonna name my kids after my parents.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll have to find a woman whose parents are already dead. That's the dream, I think.
You're really into having a lady with daddy issues or dead parents?
No, I don't want the daddy issues. I want the dead parents, though. Just because I don't have to. Cause that's something I think about. Your parents are divorced.
Yeah.
Which to me, I was thinking about it. I'm like, damn, I can't imagine how hard that is to manage the different holidays and shit. And then if you got grandparents and shit, and your grandparents are divorced too. Oh my god, it can get really out of hand really fucking fast. Which is the thing.
I didn't have. No, I don't. Grandparent. You don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Eventually, people are going to be having divorced grandparents, but right now, I still feel like that's not very common.
That's the thing that I've seen at weddings and stuff that I've shot.
That's probably starting to happen.
And I'm like, holy fuck,
Jesus,
dude!
So many goddamn relatives.
8 grandparents and shit.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, this is insanity.
this is nuts. Yeah, no, I mean the divorced parent Christmases are easy. It's like you spend the morning at wherever you live, and then 2 in the afternoon you go to the other parent's house. It's not a big deal. Or you have a Christmas Eve dinner in one house. And,
no, but what?
My gosh! You just bit my face.
So the really weird thing is,
you see her bite my face?
I didn't see her bite it. No.
What the fuck?
She wants the blood.
She's pissed.
Licking her lips.
She hates talking. I think is what it is. It's getting a little cold.
The thing I was really thinking about was divorced parents on both sides of the family. So, like, you're married and your wife has divorced parents too.
Oh, and you all okay?
And then you're like, holy fuck!
That's
you need to go to
pain,
8. That sounds like such a cunt. This is what I've been thinking because, like, I've shot a lot of weddings with both.
But at least if you're getting married and you both have divorced parents, at least it's probably been long enough that like they can just go to the same thing and it's not weird. You
mean like the wedding itself?
I'll go to the wedding and I'll go.
Oh no, but I'm saying like holidays and shit. The holidays is tough, where it's like.
Oh yeah, where it's like her parents are coming. Yeah,
it's like fuck that.
That's too many goddamn.
That's why I need a wife with dead parents, so that there's none of that. And we're going to my holidays, and you're gonna like it. Yeah.
Okay. I understand at least. You have 2 cans of soda and you have 2 coasters, and
they're both empty.
Coasters are bare.
They're both empty.
Oh, okay. That's fine then.
Yes. I was utilizing the coasters until there were no longer any beverage left. We should keep talking about
Mahoromatic.
Yeah.
So, yes, they've met. She's in his house. The teacher. Oh, and main character has a lot of friends. He's not he's not a loser otaku like all these.
No, actually, girls like him. He's intelligent and he's athletic. He's rad.
But he's. Oh yeah, I forgot. They don't bring up. They only bring up a couple times that he's athletic. Like he seems nerdy. He has glasses.
That's the only thing, though.
Yeah, like he seems like a dork.
What is your cat fucking jumping at?
She's hallucinating. Cats do that. They just see shit. Maybe there's a cobweb. I don't know. Yeah, but he's like apparent. Like, yeah, they mentioned it like late in the series or in the season. They're like, oh, by the way, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
But he also has like 3 girl friends and 2 guy friends. So he has a lot of friends. So at least at the beginning, he's at least not a loser or an outcast. Yeah. But then it's like, oh, by the way, he's also cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has friends. We meet them. I noticed that my subs were awful. The teacher mentions that he's in Division 4. Clearly Class 4. You fucking dipshit. Division 4.
That sounds like someone who doesn't even speak English trying to translate that shit.
Insane. Yeah. But his classmates are jealous because he has a hot maid. His teacher also jealous.
Because she wants to fuck him.
She only wants to fuck him out of, like, to prove that she's still young and hot, like, out of vanity.
Because even the boys in my class think I'm cute.
Yeah, yes. So yeah, she wants to fuck him out of narcissism.
Which is the way that I do it too, so I can relate.
You want to feel hot.
Yeah.
You're just thinking about how you're being seen as you fuck.
Exactly. Yeah. I have to get the angle right on my face and make sure I have all the perfect facial expressions while
just
I'm
think about how you look right now. Like, yeah, I look so cool.
I look so cool with my face just completely slammed up against your ass cheeks.
My grunts are so cool now.
As you're riding my fucking face.
Can you pee right now?
Can you pee right now?
And
that's good.
What'd you say? Nothing.
I said I love being here right now. I love being here with you. That's so romantic.
Oh my gosh!
You mean it? Oh yeah, babe.
So yeah, teacher is jealous and decides to fuck him. And this is the joke where he's at school and Mahoro is cleaning his house and finds his ecchi nahon, his porno books.
Yes.
His softcore.
Let him have it.
Grab your idol lady books.
His parents are dead.
His parents are dead. And he, his girl, his friends come over. I like the girl. I do like the girl who can name every restaurant and likes food.
She's great.
She's great.
Hungry girl.
And we meet with the tomboyish girl.
She's my favorite.
We interact with more later. But, Mahoro, also 9 years old, which, that is a funny bit where he does not want people to know that. I thought this was going to happen more, but Mahoro gets mad and she has cat ears go up. I think it only happens like once. It's a one-time gag. I have just written "It's ogre." I don't know what that refers to. Someone gets punched in the boob. I think probably the teacher gets punched in the boob. There's boob jealousy. Also, those
lots.
Again,
so much.
Again, not a ton of creativity with the bits.
No.
There's boob jealousy. At least they show the boobs.
They make up for the lack of creativity by showing nudity,
At least showing,
which is good. I like that. There's one shot where you see from the front the underside of like an ass cheek. It's like shooting through the legs. There's no pussy. Obviously.
Oh, was it when it's an outline?
Yeah.
I remember that. The ass fang is it's called.
And I'm like, that's
nice.
Delightful.
Yeah. Like something about seeing just one side of the ass from the front. Yeah.
They just knew how to do it.
They
really did.
Guy Next is supposed to be the hates otaku, because it's Ano, and it's like, dude, they were the best at drawing titties and ass. What are you talking about?
Because they can be simultaneously sentimental and
they criticize because they love. Yeah, no, they
understand what good fan service could be.
They just get it, yes.
And it's like
they appreciate it. It comes from a place of appreciation. It's not cynical. Yes.
Yes. It's not just a bunch of titty monsters.
It's born from love.
Yeah. And I have to say, the nudity is there, but it is not gratuitous at all. There's never any point where it's like when they're naked, because like a lot of the nudity happens in baths or whatever.
Yeah.
They're just like naked in a bath and got their titties out.
But it is like a slow pan over a set of tits. But
it's in service of a joke, and
at least they're in a bath.
They're not like bouncing around like fucking.
Except for the first episode, they were bouncing around.
That's true. Which there's nothing wrong with that.
Or when they're like squeezing together. There's
But like, I thought
it is meant to be erotic.
It's not cynical. It's not cynical.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. It's not like purely functional. It's still meant to be erotic.
Titillating.
But it's not. Yeah. It's not cynical. It's not by the books and not by the numbers.
I watched an episode of this while I was on an airplane.
Oh no. How'd that go?
Went all right.
With the titties?
Yeah.
Just you didn't care?
I skipped through it. Okay. I tabbed it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just skip through this.
Did you revisit it later?
It was good. It was on an airplane where it was a very small plane, so there was one seat and then two seats, and I was in the one seat.
Oh, okay.
So I was good. I'm just like, somebody goes to the bathroom, let me see this.
I watched Jerry Maguire on a plane. There's so much man butt in that movie. Wasn't expecting that.
We should watch Risky Business again. I remember nothing from Risky Business, but I remember thinking it was the raddest movie ever.
Did you? I thought it was kind of boring.
I loved Risky Business. I thought it was sick.
I mean, it's like mostly just like stressful, because it's just like him digging himself deeper and deeper. Yeah. It's like fuck.
I remember really liking it.
There's the meeting with like the college recruiter. That was funny. Yeah.
What are other movies that I've completely forgotten?
What were we talking about?
Bloodsport, obviously. Bloodsport doesn't count. I remember not remembering
no memory
that.
of.
I remember watching that and be like, I will not remember.
I'm not going to remember this. Yeah.
Which, were we high or were we drunk?
Dude, again, why would we remember that?
That night's gone.
Anything
forever.
5 years ago.
Gone forever.
Yeah. There's a lot of those. I mean, I can't remember them because I don't remember them. So, yeah.
You can tell because of the way that it is.
Let's see. I mentioned Jupiter Ascending the other day.
I recall a lot of Jupiter.
Yeah, I actually do remember a decent portion of that. I'm I'm just trying to think of directors and going by.
Sometimes there'll be things where I'm like, I have seen this, and then I'm like, when did I see
definitely
this?
remember a good portion of Face Off.
Oh, I love. I've seen Face Off so many times. Though.
Oh yeah, you also see that multiple times.
Yeah.
Let's see, directors. I think we watched Hard Boiled.
We did watch Hard Boiled. I remember Hard Boiled.
I don't remember anything about Hard Boiled.
I
remember the one warehouse fight. That's it.
There's a sequence in the hospital where they got a gurney.
I do remember there being a hospital.
He's running. He's like jumping on the gurney and then using the gurney to roll around and shoot.
It's all gone.
Okay.
That is John Woo, right?
Yeah, it is John Woo. You and Steven need to watch
Police Story. You said
you need to watch Police Story. I'm begging you to watch.
Isn't that part of a trilogy?
There are 3
Drunken Master or is
no? It's the Police Story trilogy. So there are 3 films. I've only seen the first 2. The third came much later.
And then Drunken Master is a different Jackie Chan movie, not John Woo.
Yes, I've seen.
Supposed to be good.
I've seen Drunken Master. It is good.
Okay. Okay. Directors. Who directed? Who directs? Yeah, I don't know.
We tried to watch a lot of bad shit. You know, there's only really
we were talking about we watched 7 or 9 Amityville films.
Holy fuck!
Those are all gone except for I remember
3.
some of the first 3. I remember.
Yeah, I remember the first one pretty well.
I remember the last one where we were just like, "Fuck this!" Where they're in Manhattan or Brooklyn or wherever.
Yeah,
I remember that apartment.
Oh wow! I don't know why we were doing that to her. Nobody else was even watching it with us.
It's a funny idea to just watch. We were like, there were 14 of these.
I think it was right before it moved or something.
Was it that?
Or was
I feel like it was before that. It was like
nobody watched them with us.
No.
You couldn't get anybody to do it.
No, everyone was like, "What the fuck?
You guys are idiots." Where I feel like there was a lot of that where we would be like, "We're gonna watch this thing," and then people are like, "I'm not gonna watch that bullshit."
Yeah, we watched. Did we watch the second Exorcist?
We watched the third one.
Did we skip the second?
I think we skipped the second.
Okay, the third one rules.
The third one's sick.
Oh, the second one's supposed to be terrible. I don't remember if we watched it.
If
we did, I forgot.
Exorcist 3 rocks. It has the coolest. So Exorcist 1's one of the best movies of all time.
Of course.
And then Exorcist 3 is okay, but the third act is so fire.
I've watched I've watched Red Letter Media talk about it since we've seen it.
Oh.
It's like there were a lot of like lines and monologues in that movie that I forgot about that are really good. Like the speech he gives about the carp in his bathtub. You remember that?
Yeah.
And it's so fucking funny, but also like it's like darkly funny where it's like he delivers it so straight, and it is kind of it has this morbidity to it, even though it's just a fish. But he's just describing how this thing's waiting to be killed, but he hates it, and it's like insanely funny. And the other guy's just straight up cracking up. It's great. And then that last act was a studio decision. They're like, no, we need a crazy cool exorcist scene, and it's like one of the again another thing Red Letter Media brought up. It's like one of the times where the studio was totally right. Like you need a huge crazy ending scene. And
they made the raddest
and
one.
It was fucking sick as shit.
You need to watch those Nightmare on Elm Street movies too.
I'm
sure we watched one.
He's playing with power. I mean, Friday or Halloween or no, Friday the 13th Part 6, pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty fun.
I especially love that movie, having just watched all of them, because like they build and they all have their different flavors and stuff.
Yeah,
but 6 is. But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street. You and Steven need to watch those at some point.
Nightmare on Elm Street has a sight gag where all the kids are sleeping in a cabin, and it looks very Christmassy. There's like a fire, and they're all tucked away in these like nice little beds. And
you're talking about Friday the 13th.
What did I say?
You said Nightmare on Elm Street. Friday the 13th Part 6.
Oh, sorry.
The one time that there are ever kids at the camp.
Friday the 13th Part 6, yeah. All the kids are... It's like this very picturesque little scene where they're all fire lit, and they're sitting, and they're sleeping in their beds, and it like cuts to all these different kids, and I think... they have like books, and then the last kid they cut to is reading No Exit by Sartre, which is the fucking funniest thing I've ever. It's the funniest gag in anything ever. It's better than anything in Airplane. It's fucking so funny.
Well, the 6 is a comedy.
Yeah,
6 is a comedy. It's in like. I appreciate that. I could tell you what each movie's niche is, but. 6 in particular just gets me because it's so goofy and not in like a dopey way, but like there's genuinely clever stuff happening in that film. Anyway,
very meta.
Yes.
Some of the meta stuff annoyed me. Well, some of the fourth wall breaking, like the lady explaining to the kid, like adults think it's funny to be scared. It's like, all right, I get it.
Yeah, you know, they were trying it out. You know, it's like
what are you going to do at that point? You made the 6th one. It's like, of course you're going to be self-referential.
Yeah, I think that's kind of why it's part of why I like it. I think like the best straight up like slasher movie is 4, and then 6 is being kind of irreverent and really entertaining. It's like a fun movie to watch. 6 is great.
Yeah.
Mahoromatic.
Oh, every episode ends with a character reciting a poem that they wrote. And I was like, this is so weird. This must be Anno's idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's just like, what? Why? They're not even like, maybe a couple of them are funny. It's just like, why?
You mean the post-credit sequences?
Post-credits poems.
Yeah.
A guy introduces him by saying, what does he say? Something, he doesn't even say poemu. It's like, poemon. Yeah.
I was talking to my cousin who came over the other night with his family, and he's like 18. No, he's 17. And I was he was watching anime on his phone because he was bored because he's at a party with his family.
Yeah,
I'm the only person even close to his age that's a guy.
He's watching some My Hero Academia.
This dude has seen so much shit. It's ridiculous. Huh? It is absurd.
Can you say third member of the podcast?
This dude has seen obscene amounts of shit. Where I'm like, he's like, yeah, the first thing I ever watched was Anohana. And then, you know,
and that'll hook you. I get that.
Right? He's like, yeah, it was really sad, but it was good. And I'm like, yeah, it was. And we went through like Netflix and Crunchyroll. He's like, yeah, I've seen that. I haven't seen that. And he's like, yeah, I didn't finish Gurren Lagann. and I'm like, damn. But yeah, he's rad. He's
ending's not great. So could be worse. Worse things you could finish.
Yeah, but yeah, he's good at sports, and he also watches this shit ton of anime. And I'm like, this guy rocks.
Yeah,
he's gonna be really cool in 5 years. Yeah, I just thought it was funny. He'd seen so much. He watched all the Fates, and he's like, yeah,
we're almost there.
My favorite's Unlimited Blade Works, and yeah, it's cool. I'm gonna pour myself another drink.
Drinky time.
Would you like a beverage? You've already got.
No, I'm still.
Beverage there.
Yeah, I got a solid bev.
He thinks Demon Slayer's pretty good.
I think what is pretty good?
He thinks Demon Slayer's pretty good.
Oh. I bet it's pretty good.
He's excited. That's what I said. I'm like, yeah, I bet that's pretty good.
Demon Slayer, he said. Yeah. So, speaking of these weirdly sentimental poems, you know, we were looking for like a, you know, you wanted to watch like a slice of life, like something lighthearted.
Yes.
And we settled on this, and then I started reading like a couple of reviews that mentioned that it was very weirdly sad. And
yes.
I was like, uh-oh. I don't want to. Just hope this doesn't bum us out. But like, my major takeaway from this show is that if you want to make like a slice of life feel more meaningful and more nostalgic, a tinge of melancholy and sadness and that kind of thing really goes a long way.
Oh yeah,
helps a lot because this show it's like these are people who are, you know, they still have the amygdalia trauma behind them, so everything they do is just colored with a sadness.
Well, you know, it's the most basic concept ever, which is you won't be able to do everything you want to do before you die, and that's the entire.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like memories that you're fond of, they didn't feel important as they were happening.
Yep.
But when, like in this show, when it adds. Like, because I saw people mentioning the end of every episode, it ends with just text on a screen telling you how long Mahoro has left to live.
Yep.
It starts at 300 and something days and it goes down. And
a little over a year.
That seems at first glance like just a weirdly depressing decision to make, because that's not in like the manga. That's like an anime thing they added.
Really?
But then it's like that adds like a weight and importance to it that gives it that like it makes it feel more nostalgic.
There's a powerful dramatic irony that exists as well, as Suguru is not aware of this.
Oh yeah, he doesn't know.
He does not know, and he's already lost both of his parents. His mother.
Oh yeah, they also they do that reveal very early. Where
yes, that was one of my first notes.
She's a battle android. Oh yeah, she was fighting an alien invasion that humans don't know about for a secret organization called Vesper.
Mm-hmm.
Vesper,
Mm-hmm.
and you learn very very early on that this is not a coincidence, and she's partially responsible for the death of his dad, who was a commander.
She didn't have
in
no
this
choice.
Organization. Well, yeah,
but she is guilt.
But she feels guilt because she's a nice lady.
Yep.
More human than human, you might say. So yes, that's why she found him, and it's not actually a coincidence that she's living with him. Who knows? Maybe they like somehow implanted in his head. Maybe they incepted him. They needed a maid.
Yeah.
They MK Ultra'd him.
But yeah, the and there's dramatic irony there of like he's enjoying having somebody in his life taking care of him, basically, where he'd been on his own for so long.
She's a mother figure.
Yeah, and it's just at some point it's going to get ripped from him. We deal with it a little bit here at the end of the first season where she's going off to fight, and he's like, "I don't want you to fight," because I don't want you to die.
Yes. Exactly. Anyway, episode 3, bath episode.
Let's go.
Woo! Bath broken. They're eating icy noodles. Seems great. Have I started a list of things we need to eat next time we go to Japan? I have eel, cold noodles, what are they called? Soba. Cold soba, icy cold soba.
I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to sound dumb. I'm like, it won't be soba. I thought it was a more specific thing than that. Yeah.
You had like soba like noodles the other night. We got Chinese food. That they put down the. They didn't do it in this show, but have you seen a show where they put the soba noodles down like the ramp, like this water slide?
No.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
No.
It's crazy. They like build a big or like a miniature long water slide in their backyard with like ice water, and they pour the noodles down it. In the summertime?
Oh.
Have you seen that happen?
I have seen that. What have I seen that in? What the fuck?
Who knows, yeah.
Yes, I do remember. That is fucking so... I saw it down on bamboo...
Yeah, it's a bamboo slide thing. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, why the fuck... That's so far in my memory. Oh, God. That sounds delicious.
What's the word for that?
What is this? What is this?
Cold soba, noodle slides. Yeah, I don't know if there's really an English word for it. But
I totally remember that. Yeah.
But yeah, you eat it out at the bottom of the...
You know what I saw that on? I remember what I saw it on. They did it on Terrace House.
Oh.
They did it on Terrace House.
Yeah, they do it in anime all the time.
Yeah.
That's like a fun summer activity for them.
Terrace House opening new stores fucking rocks.
I don't know what the water does, because it's like, can noodles really soften up in cold water? I don't know. Or I guess it just cools them down, and then it's fun to watch them go down a slide, but they're already cooked.
Yeah,
that sounds great.
They're doing shit like that all the time.
Have you seen grilled eel? Have you seen what it looks like?
No, show me.
Dude, oh my god.
I'm sure I have, but
it looks so fucked up, good. How about this? I'm sure it's
yeah, baby.
It's like the most delicious, sticky, sweet, savory looking shit. They just killed it.
Should have gone to Piss Alley.
They just killed the eel right in front of you.
Ooh, damn. Poor eel. Oh, my lord. Oh.
It's not even close. It's not even close yet. This is nothing.
And it's constantly coating it and shit?
Yeah, the sauce isn't even on yet.
You had you had takoyaki.
Oh yeah.
I did not eat much street food.
It was good. It's pleasantly chewy, not like weird chewy.
Oh shit,
dude. That's just the first layer.
Oh my lord. We should have eaten more street food. We definitely needed to go to Piss Alley.
That was, we missed that one.
Piss Alley probably had the most fucked up food. It's all
That's
drunk
pretty
food.
good. Yeah, that's... What are the, like, grilled, like, drinking food places called? I'm thinking yakisoba. That's not it.
Yakitori's?
Yakitori.
Yep.
No, that's grilled chicken. Tori is chicken.
Yaki. Are we sure it's not...
Maybe it's yakitori. I mean, that's a generic term.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yakitori means fried chicken, or fried bird, literally. Oh. Now they're ladling it.
Yeah, cook that shit on there. Never had.
And then they just put it over some rice.
Put it over rice, you fucking
They put
bitches.
it over fucking rice,
Put it
dude.
over their rice. Give me
You
that
get it
shit.
in a big box.
Anything over rice is
crispy fried eel's head.
Eel's head. Okay, they give you the head in this place.
Vinegar.
This is not the video I was watching the other day, but it's the same thing.
Oh, izakaya?
Izakaya, yes.
We did do that self-cook one. That was fucking rad. Which I think that was an izakaya technically. That's what it was.
Well,
that's what they called themselves.
That's what's that? Yakiniku.
Yakiniku, yeah. Oh,
we walked out of that place. Our pants were ruined. We smelled so strongly of beef. I was like,
Yep.
Did we do that right? I still to this day wonder
we
if
did. We definitely did. That's what happens when you cook food in front of yourself.
All right.
I've done it in Austin, and it's the same way. Yeah, we reeked of beef. And
I feel like even after I washed those jeans, it still smelled like beef.
And we ate like kings. We ate basically everything on the menu and drank just about everything on the menu. We did the.
We made we did okay.
We had offal meat. Like that's pretty.
Is that what that was?
We had a lot of shit, but yeah, we ate offal. Yeah, one of the things we got was offal.
I didn't know that. I don't remember that at all.
It was.
Isn't that like a rodent?
No, offal's like intestine and organ meat.
Oh, okay. Oh, I knew that. I thought maybe I'm getting mixed up with like an ocelot or something.
No.
Or what's Daxter? He's
Daxter. I have no idea.
He's a.
I'm gonna pet you. Pet you. Little girl.
Otzel.
Otzel?
Yeah, he's an Otzel. Half otter, half weasel. I don't know if that's a real thing.
Yeah, no, we ate offal meat. It was okay. I didn't like the texture of it.
Otzel's not real.
I did not like the texture of it very much. It was very chewy. But yeah, that was a hell of a night.
That was fun. Once we got the people to understand that we wanted the all you can eat, all you can drink.
Yeah.
We were pointing at it. It was tough. That was a tough one. Especially that was in Hokkaido, wasn't it? That was in Sapporo. I believe so.
That sounds right.
Yeah. They're extra not used to English up there.
And when you got my ramen noodles. Got some ramen.
Yes. Yeah.
Which you missed out. That shit was fucking clapping.
I was very tired.
Understandable.
I
Yeah.
was like, I can't. I'd rather just be hungry. Okay. This is important.
Did I ever tell you about the guy that I had but the guy who was waiting in line behind me?
Maybe.
We had kind of acknowledged each other when we got in line, and we're like, oh, it's a bit of a line. And we both had our books, and we were reading our books while waiting in line. I was reading East of Eden.
Nice.
He was reading some Japanese book. And when the two of us got in at the same time, and we were sitting down at the bar, and he pulled my seat out for me, which was so nice of him. He's like, here, and then I poured his drink for him. it was so lovely. Just
that's great.
Absolutely no communication other than that, but it was a beautiful mutual experience.
When he got like a beer and you were like, oh, let me.
No, it was the water. It was the water.
Oh, water. Okay.
He was looking. Yeah,
that's good.
It was beautiful.
This motherfucker's house. They have exterior shots of this dude's house.
You mentioned this the other day.
Well, it's specifically. There's a corner. There's a corner window.
Mm-hmm.
The top floor. It's right on a corner. This fucking window. It's crazy. There's no
seam
there's no seam. There's no hinge. It's just a window that's on the corner of the house.
It's like Minecraft.
It's crazy.
How they do that?
How did they do that? It's a nightmare. Every time they show it, I'm like, who No one pointed this out. Anyways, bath episode. Bath's broken because of the teacher.
Yep.
Did some, or Mahoro did some. I don't remember. Someone broke the bath. Exploded. There's birds. Why did I say birds?
Must have been birds.
There must have been some birds. But the bath exploded, and they have to go to a public bath. And
the public bath is run by one of his friends.
Who's at the public bath? It's a nice old guy that I guess he knows. And then his shift ends, and his tan tomboy blue hair friend shows up. My heart. It hurts. Not only does it hurt that I can't have her, it hurts that she's really only the focus of one episode.
I wish she would show up all the time. I want her to pop in unannounced.
Bokuben has a girl that's like this, but that's not as good a show.
She is a delightful little girl.
She's perfect, but
got the perfect attitude.
Yes, she's a tomboy, meaning she's like down to earth.
Yeah.
She's got
short hair.
Reasonably short hair.
Yeah.
Additionally, also in this episode, Mahoro is very, very angry about her perfect tits.
Yeah.
About her perfectly sized tits. This was flat chested in 2001. This is what that meant. People are comedically falling over. And the classmate, she's like a slight shade tanner than everyone else. Her dad is like pretty much black.
Yeah.
And they have a sauna battle. I guess that's the teacher and Mahoro. And she's not only is she his tan tomboy classmate. She's the tan tomboy classmate who's also the childhood friends.
Yep.
Who is sort of poor with a bunch of siblings.
Yep.
Whose family owns the local public bath.
Yes.
And they're all like running around fighting and yelling, but they all love each other. And also he's like good friends with them enough that he can just like come over and eat dinner with them.
Yeah.
They feed him, and he also has some kind of board game rivalry with their dad.
Yeah,
they
like
play
shogi or something.
Go or shogi or yeah.
Yeah, it's everything you because you really want.
Way to fucking destroy this maid fantasy with like a way better fantasy that you immediately abandoned.
Well, can you imagine like your surrogate father ends up being your father-in-law?
I don't want to imagine it. Because he's too perfect.
Because like your surrogate dad and your beautiful tomboy bride, and she comes out for the dress, and the first time she's like, "Do I look pretty?" And you're like,
she straight up likes him. We're setting up a harem, and then it just ends.
Yeah,
they sit out on the porch, and I think they eat watermelon and look up at the stars and shit.
I want to hug her and put my hand through her hair.
I know.
And then she'd be like, "What are you doing? We're not like that. We're friends.
Yeah.
We could be so much more than friends."
It's a quick 180.
I want to see you piss. Piss for me. I was talking to a girl one time. She's just a friend, and she's like, yeah. My first boyfriend I ever had when I lost my virginity, I was in late college. And the first time we ever had sex, he asked me to put my finger in his ass. Man. But popping the finger, going right for the finger in the ass on the first time you have sex.
Asking? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, put your finger in my ass.
Oh my god.
What a loser.
Yeah, but this family's great. He was acting all like he's alone, he needs a maid. Fuck this kid.
What about this family?
Yeah, come on,
this other
man.
Family's rad, idiot.
Just live here. They'd let you. They have 8 kids.
They want you to. They want you to. That's the thing.
I know, man.
They would be so happy.
The dad loves him. She loves him. Fuck.
Yeah, you could sneak into her bedroom.
Squander everything.
You could sneak into her shared bedroom. She's got like. She probably has 3 sisters.
You have to share a tiny bath that the 3 other kids have been in before you, because you have to conserve water.
And you accidentally walk in on her at one point, and she's like, and you're like, well, no, they probably don't just bath at the bathhouse, bathe at the bathhouse.
No, usually those families have like a tiny bath in the backyard.
Oh.
Trust me, I'm an expert.
If I had a sauna, I would just go. If I had a sauna, I would spend 5 hours a day.
You'd be a tan. You'd be a black. You'd be made of leather.
I would be the same shit. Yeah, I would just live with a towel over my crotch.
Yeah. Be an island boy.
I went to a bathhouse in Houston because I wanted to touch God again. I wanted to feel what it was like to be at the onsen again. And
is that what you call getting AIDS?
So they had like 3 bathtubs, and one of them had like mugwort, and that was it. It's a mugwort bath. They had a really beautiful Korean sauna that was like the best sauna I'd ever been in my entire life. It was nuts. But I don't know what the deal is with this bathhouse. I don't know if this is only guys that are like this are comfortable going there. But every single dude at this sauna had an absolute hog. It was ridiculous. Because like I've got a decent member, and I'm like, holy fuck, this is ridiculous. It was every single dude, and none of them used courtesy towels at all. None of them were courtesy toweling. Like in Japan, everybody was courtesy toweling.
Until they got in, or like just in the locker room.
Like as they were walking between the baths, they would be courtesy toweling.
What do you do with the courtesy towel? Like, where do you put it?
Just kind of roughly, just go, like, a little bit in front of your crotch a little bit.
Yeah, but what do you do when you get in the water?
You put it over your head.
Oh, okay.
And with just like...
I'd always heard in Japan, like, you just fucking... in the locker room, you drop trout, you're just nude.
Well, you're nude, but like, walking between the baths, they just kind of... Just kind of a little bit, But...
Even the geezers?
Yeah.
Okay.
But in this bathhouse, every dude had the biggest dick you'd ever see in your entire life.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because there's the only dudes that are comfortable going to a bathhouse in the United States...
Or does the bathhouse do that to you?
I gotta find out. I guess I have to go back.
Just the heat and the steam just stretches it out.
Now I'm not looking to look at cock. The cock is incidental. It just happened. I just happened to notice that everybody had a massive hog, and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah. And also, you're going back.
Probably not going back.
Oh, okay.
Probably not going back. It wasn't. The onsen ruined me.
That sounds intimidating.
The onsen was the most incredible thing I'd ever done in my entire life. I could have spent 3 days there.
Nice.
Yo, you want to play with him, but you won't play with me?
Oh, you won't
play with creepy Uncle Ethan?
She typed FCDVC.
That's what she had to say.
Yeah.
What is it? FDV?
FCDVC.
Fuck.
But episode 3 after the bath is also where we get some dad grave visiting.
Yes.
Dad and mom, I assume. And that's when we get all this exposition. And also a battle flashback that comes up again and again. A very Evangelion-looking battle flashback from her past.
Mm-hmm.
Where she's fighting very Eva unit. Or what are the...
Angel.
Well, no, the production Ava looking things.
Yeah.
So, yes, we get that information. I was like, wait, who killed his mom? I guess his mom just died.
She died, yeah. When he was young.
Episode 4 is beach episode. And in the beach episode, there's a little gag before they go to the beach. I was like, wait a second. I just saw the Gurren Lagann glasses. Uh-oh. You see that? You catch that?
No.
Someone has the comedy glasses? During a goof. I was like, wait a second, I just saw the Gurren Lagann glasses. Is it my Sheen here? Check the credits. Boom. Key animation, episode 4.
He likes them.
Called it. Yep.
He likes the glasses.
6 years earlier.
It's the most of that. The fight in that one in particular reminded me of that in some ways.
Yeah, probably.
And some of the comedy, too.
It is, I guess, really like one of the 2 fights in the show.
There's the fun nudity, girls getting their clothes knocked off.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yo-Yo Shinari also in here. So the 2 Trigger founders, I think. Someone named Shoji Saiki, who also storyboarded and did the script for this episode. He did a lot of stuff for both Gainax and Shaft, and worked on Fooly Cooly, and directed He Is My Master, and directed Pleiades, Hokago no Pleiades. He scripted a bunch of episodes of this show, and directed the 2nd season, and was the series director of Medaka Box, and directed the 2nd season. He stayed at Gainax after Trigger was formed, so he's one of those guys. And directed.
He wasn't cool enough to go do a bunch of mediocre shows.
And directed This Ugly Beautiful World.
He wasn't.
And did the scripts for a bunch of Strike Witches.
He wasn't cool enough to go do Gurren Lagann, but worse with everybody else.
And did a little bit of work on Hidamari. And did some in-betweens in Evangelion. And did a bunch of work on Gurren Lagann.
Your notes on this were crazy.
And directed Assault Lily Bouquet. So he is at Shaft now. Or he did a lot of these people aren't. A lot of these people aren't like specifically working for one studio, but a lot of ping ponging between Gainax and Shaft. But that's a recent one, so he's still around working for Shaft or directing shows for Shaft, or one show at least. Animation for this episode. Animation director for this episode, a guy named just Sushio. Character design and chief animation director of Kill la Kill. Key animator for all the Evangelion reboots. Dead Leaves, Fooly Cooly, Die Buster, Karikano, a bunch of Trigger stuff. Generator Gall, remember that one?
Yes.
C, Control.
Yes.
Digimon Tamers.
No, that's a show right there. What do you do on Digimon Tamers?
Key animation, I think.
I know that there was some Evangelion staff and some Gainax staff on that.
Okay.
In some that's one of the things about it, and the reason it goes the way that it goes.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
There's cute stuff. They do some music-y shopping, some swimsuit shopping.
That's a great scene. That scene fucking rocks. They're talking about the kind of suit that she should wear.
She puts on the Borat swimsuit.
The teacher does.
I wrote, "It's a me, Borat." That's not what he says. That's Mario.
Here we go on Borat.
Yeah. Let's go.
Borat #1.
Yeah.
That's the teacher puts on the Borat swimsuit. Mahoro would never.
Right. That's the trashy, like, I'm old, try to be hot swimsuit.
If I have complaints about this show, I would say my one complaint is that I find the teacher more annoying than charming.
She's not funny enough. Yeah, like,
she's more annoying,
especially towards the end. They keep cutting to her. And there's no point. It's like, I guess this is supposed to be funny to relieve, but it's like she has nothing to do with...
Nope.
The last few episodes are very plot heavy, and it keeps cutting to her alone in her house, just being angry and horny. It's like, why are we doing this?
Yeah,
it's weird.
I never at any point enjoyed what she contributed. There's maybe a little bit where she and Mahoro are broing down a little bit.
There is a point where they... It's when Suguru.
Yeah, Suguru.
Not Subaru. Suguru. He's getting assaulted by a rape gang, and then that's where they team up to be like, we fucking love this guy's cock.
That's the one point.
And they're like, oh, we're sorry.
That's the one point where I like.
That's fun. Yeah, but yeah, this character is It's it hasn't aged very well. It's just like we've seen this.
What do you think about that?
She's going to be revolted by it.
You don't like it? Okay, I'm sorry.
Anyways, in this episode they go to the beach and there's a crab monster. There's another very Imaishi thing is when a character goes chibi and does a very angry ground stomping with their foot. Mm-hmm. You know that move? Mm-hmm. They do that. Yeah, that's in there. I misspelled every word in this note. It's tisking the swimsuits off furls. It rips all their swimsuits off.
That I was so pleased with that entire sequence.
That's fun.
What fun!
Another very early 2000s. It's like doesn't that happen in like Pokemon or something?
Yep.
Where there's like a tentacle monster that, oh no, it's taking all our clothes.
I feel like girls getting their clothes knocked off was a thing. That was a gag.
Yeah, of course. But specifically by a beach monster, too. Okay. Even.
Hey, let me just fucking pet you. How about that, you fucking little bitch?
And there's a shot of I think, Mahoro pointing a gun that's straight out of Brittle Bullet. Totally.
Yeah.
So I guess there is a little bit of fully cool stuff in this.
That episode in particular evoked to me the most of Gurren Lagann and Fooly Cooly.
Yeah. Because Brittle Bullet is the Imaishi episode.
It's also when I was the most sold on the show. My favorite part of the entire show, and the thing where I'm in, is the sequence where Suguru Mahoro is blind. for whatever reason, I think she used too much power or whatever and was blind. And Suguru had to come in and help her shoot the gun.
Right, yeah.
And that reminded me a lot of Fooly Cooley, or like just...
Oh, where she helps him swing and stuff?
Yeah, exactly. It reminded me of Fooly Cooley in that way.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so they saved the day. This time the dog does a poem. Does he just bark? Is that the gag? I forget. His name's Guri-chan. It's like we're going again. All the plots are very like
tropey.
It's hard to say like how, how stock all these plots are. But it's like beach episode, fucking bath episode. Then we have a spooky school episode.
Yep.
Which is it's actually very good.
One. Yeah, it's a good one.
But it's like a test of courage, like 7 legends of the school. There's always 7,
they
or
just
sometimes
keep
8.
executing these tropes really well.
Like pretty good.
Yeah. There's the fireworks festival.
Episode 5, one of my favorite gags, I think it's this one. Or is it later?
I gotta fucking pee again.
Oh. You want to turn it off?
Sure, yeah. It was...
It's fine. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Real
fucking back.
Real quick. I was at the football game today when we were tailgating. I was talking to my cousin, and she was like, yeah, my boy Carter, he's just so into trucks and helicopters and planes.
Yeah.
And just anytime that there's a truck, he's, Mommy, look at the truck. And I'm like, girl, that's never going to change. He will be into trucks for the entire rest of his life. He will think helicopters are rad until he dies.
I don't know. Kids go through stages. Like they abandon things.
I'm telling her as an adult, I think helicopters and trucks are rad.
Yeah, but how often do you talk about them, really?
A lot.
Okay.
No. But secretly in the back of his mind, he thinks that he's going to think that shit's rad forever.
Oh, of course, he's gonna think it's rad, yeah.
Totally. They were doing helicopter formation flyovers over my city recently, and for like a couple of days, every time I would go out, I was seeing formations. I'm like, yeah, and you'd see them do really abrupt turns, and I'm like, yeah, in traffic, shaking my fist in the air. I'm like, fuck yeah, this shit's awesome.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, he. Just every time it's garbage day, I have to go out and let him watch the garbage truck take the garbage.
Does he wave to the garbage man?
Yeah, of course he does.
Oh, that's great.
I know. This shit's so funny. And I was reminded of when when I was taking David to his mom before he went into the military. When we drove up to Wisconsin, the entire way up, we just started. We had. We'd take note of every truck that we passed, and we would count how many we passed and shit. And we had our favorites, and I was recalling how we would wistfully talk about trucks that we had seen 4 hours ago or whatever. Oh yeah, that one's pretty cool, but it's not quite as cool as that pink one. And we had our favorite types. It's like, yeah, those flat front ones are lame. We're about the old school, with the big engine in the front, God, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Being a guy rocks, dude.
It's pretty fucking awesome. Ghost episode of Mahoromatic. It's they're doing a school project, and their project is ghosts.
Yeah,
and it ends up being a very nice, touching story about these two ghosts in the school who died waiting for each other, a boy and a girl, and Mahoro reunites them using her robot powers. It's nice.
It's good.
Yes, and and then the end of the episode. This episode is like it's like a letter she's writing to the organization, telling her how she's doing, and she requests larger breasts, and the guy,
request declined.
The developer guy just says denied, and it cuts to everyone crying and clapping. It's a fucking great bit. Yeah, it's great.
This is the thing about Vesper. as an organization.
Yeah.
Is that they're all great. they all want
just
to see
nice
Maharo
people,
enjoy the rest of her remaining time. They let her go.
They give her movies, they let her retire.
Yeah, they let her retire, and they want her to go enjoy her retirement. And it's like it's like a nerve-like organization. They sit around tables and talk about fucking the war or whatever.
There's a symbol. Yeah.
But Maharo is this ray of light to them.
They just love her. Yeah,
they love her.
Episode 6, we're back to aliens, I said. I don't know why, I don't remember what happens. I wrote, your wife rides my Jambo jet. Winky face.
What?
Slash, they mentioned Slash is coming. I was like, I hope this isn't a dude. Check this one off for character humming the opening of the show. Maharo likes to hum the opening and the ending sometimes. But Maharo gets selected to be the centerpiece of their summer festival dance, and she's practicing dancing. She has a lot of endurance being a robot. And Slash is a cat, a cool black cat, a cool a Black Panther or leopard, or I think panther.
This episode fucking rocks.
He's very 80s cartoon cat look. He's very Master of the Universe. I don't know. He's symbolic cat.
He's dark and mysterious too.
He's very cool, mysterious cat.
Brooding.
Yeah. He looks like he should be on the hood of a car. Yeah. But
your kitty.
They're having fun at this festival. Not a scaredy cat like my kitty.
Fucking what a scaredy cat.
I know. They had festival. Maharo's loving it. The teacher's still trying to fuck him. Literally kidnaps him in this one. Really crosses a line, I feel. Maharo gets mad about this. They have competitive festival hijinks. They have the same scene with all the where they realize they're around all these couples making out. That was in Nagatoro recently. I like the dynamic between the dog Guri and the cat Slash. Yep. Guri sits on Slash's head, and Slash is a very deep voice. Can speak Japanese, but can speak very eloquently.
Yep.
And Guri's a dumb dog who just goes, "Meow,"
yep,
to everything.
He does not talk down to the dog.
Yes, yeah. Kind of just talking out loud, but the dog just responds.
Yep.
And they really love putting Maharo in different outfits.
I like it when they do it too.
Yes. So in this one, we get wet Maharo, and
they go body shots. They show some butt in her wet clothes.
I believe that's probably true.
They show some titty in the wet clothes.
Yeah. There's some wild looking fireworks. They decided to draw the fireworks, but also they're these are just going to stay in the air for a few seconds and not move. And another very melancholic episode because Maharo is just thinking about how she's going to die in the next year. And then, let's see, we have so episode 7 is when we're introduced to our antagonist, really, for this season.
Yep.
There's a car chase, a Japanese car chase, which must be very funny. It's two convicts saying things like, "We have just escaped from jail."
Yes, yeah.
And it's funny, they give the friend girl, the food girl,
yes,
they give her a straight up death flag.
Yes.
Where there's been nothing about her for the last 4 or 5 episodes, and she gets her own dedicated turning around smiling shot.
Yes.
Where it's oh fuck, wait, what? And this girl's gonna die, and then she seemingly gets hit by a car, but then she's okay. It was a bit the whole time, but I appreciate the dedication to the death flag for that bit. Who saves her is this new handsome fella who's also a new teacher at their school, who ends up being an enemy robot. And God, I didn't realize this went on for 5 episodes.
The arc lasts for fucking ever. Everything had been pretty episodic up until that point.
Yeah. And I end every episode. I end my notes with saying "All right, it's fight time," and I do that 4 times in a row.
And it's barely fight
There's
time.
so many episodes that end with "All right, it's time for her to go do a fight with this guy."
That was Declan. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
That's bullshit. I didn't even get to touch you for a second.
Yeah, my cat.
She's awesome. She's so cute.
Yeah, she was snuggling up real close to me today, but
Come to me.
yeah.
Let me pet you.
So this guy's another robot from a different organization, I guess, called Saint.
This is the big bad that they're fighting against. This is their alien foe.
Oh, so this is from the alien organization.
Saint is the opposing force.
Oh, okay.
That she was designed to fight against.
He's an alien.
Yes.
Okay. I guess that sort of makes sense.
He's an alien robot.
Yes, he's the aliens robot.
Yep.
I said the soundtrack is wild all of a sudden. I think there's some harsh guitars in here or something.
Yeah.
Slash. There's so yeah, the new teacher is asking around about Suguru, and the old whore teacher, she has a hand fan, and it says Eon on it. I thought that was funny. Another Mahoro outfit, Hall Monitor Mahoro.
Yeah. She puts the silly glasses on. She puts the silly swirly eye glasses on.
Oh, the swirly eye glasses.
And she tries to really sell the
otaku glasses.
Because she's coming to the school to investigate this fellow.
Yeah.
She got a bad vibe.
In disguise.
She got a bad vibe.
And then it ends on a cliffhanger. I was like, wow, a two-parter. Little did I know.
The entire second half of the season.
So yeah, episode 8, Mahoro ruminates on her past. The teacher has BL suspicions about the other teacher and Suguru. She's like, she has the wrong idea. It's a funny misunderstanding. She's like, no, they're gay. And then they have a barbecue party. And Suguru has kind of figured out what's going on. And again, I'm like, all right, time for fight.
He's smart like that.
Episode 9, they go on a date to an amusement park.
I like how Suguru is, it's part of him being intelligent and cool, is that he's also not completely in the dark about everything the entire time and has some intuition.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I just it's clear after episode 9, they ran out of money, clearly.
Oh, yeah.
Again, they actually did it again. They fucking ran out of money. But we'll get to that though. They have a date. The teacher's pursuing them again. They have deep talks.
How did they run out of money?
Yeah, man.
Well,
I think it's more they ran out of time, probably.
How did they do
this?
Right,
they schedule themselves brutally. The schedules for these shows are always tight as shit.
So you guys made Japanese Star Wars. I guess it wasn't quite to that level yet. It wasn't the rebuilds weren't out. But I feel like it still must have been pretty fucking lucrative having made Evangelion. Hire some more fucking people.
Yeah.
Get your fucking shows finished.
Well, they gotta have the best.
That's true.
But yes, Dato, and then they have deep talks where they're hugging, and Mahoro's having more human feelings. So is Suguru. And then episode 9, I also end fight time.
I swear to God, it was my thought every single fucking episode. The exact same thought process.
Every episode ends with her seemingly getting ready to fight.
Yep.
Doesn't happen. Episode 10 is a lot of flashbacks to her training, being born.
Yep.
Penguin Mahoro this time. She's in a penguin outfit.
Yep.
In the last episode, the teacher was in a penguin outfit. They wanted to reuse that one. Young Mahoro back at base discovers boobs, and she talks a lot to Cool Fishing Guy, who's also MC's dad.
Yes.
And
he talks about maybe him being reborn as
as what?
He talks about reincarnation. He talks about how
yes.
he might be an ancient warrior who was reborn.
Normally that'd be a weird thing to say, but for him it kind of works. And he also has a rival, and they have their own movie shelves. And
yes.
They show her movies, and I like it when robots watch movies and feel things.
That's kind of how it is when I watch a movie.
She's watching an old black and white B movie.
She watches a whole bunch. She wants to watch a whole bunch of movies before she dies, but
they have
she keeps watching the same fucking movie, which is a garbage monster movie.
That's I thought there was going to be a porno joke where she watches a porno. Missed opportunity. And then it shows the same scene of him dying again for a third time, where she shoots the robot that's holding him hostage, or the alien, whatever it is. And I was like, this time it's really fight time, I swear. End of episode 10. Episode 11, like the first half is like the backstory of Saint, set to a montage of space stills.
I can't believe how long they go for. I'm like, I respect it.
It's just a monologue over pans of like nebulas.
I thought that stuff was neat, though. I thought the stuff that was being talked about was pretty neat.
I was like, I mean, it goes by like, faster than I expected, but I was like, holy shit, they actually ran out of money again.
Yeah.
How do you do it in this show? This isn't even an action show.
The ideas are sick.
Mostly. But it's okay. She has to Shobu with whatever his name is, and I don't. He's not a very good villain. He's like we have to fight because we have to. It's like, all right, I guess, because it's like
his design kind of sucks.
What you're meant for. He's a generic, like light-haired guy. Yeah. And Mahoro busts out a big like railgun thing.
That's my favorite part of this fight is this sick ass fucking railgun she's got.
Yeah, it like causes a blackout.
And it does an Evangelion
and then
style.
He gets back up and Nani? The episode ends. In the last episode of the season, we have another Evangelion. We have a fantasy day where they hang out in her head in an alternative world. They just did that again. Food Girl still loves food. And the guy busts out a lightning sword. But Suguru shows up and does a cool bike slide. And the soundtrack in this episode sounds like the American Dragon Ball Z soundtrack. Very synthy. And this is the episode we keep cutting back to the teacher for like levity. And it's like, why are we doing this?
I thought she was going to show up.
I thought she was going to realize what was going on.
I thought something was going to happen.
I thought she was going to be involved somehow.
Yeah, you're like, when is this going to pay off? Because they can't just do this without paying off.
It doesn't pay off.
It's impossible.
And then he just gives up, I guess, because he's touched by her humanity. And she flies Suguru home and cries robot tears.
And everybody sees the robot tears.
Yes. Well, or at least...
Their friends do.
Yeah.
Friends see the robot tears.
Yep. So... Season 2, maybe at some point.
We'll have to. Once we finish Fate Zero.
Yeah.
And then we'll do... Well, fuck it. We should just do Fate Zero and then finish Mahoromatic.
Yeah, why not?
Because, I mean, we're here. The episodic stuff in this show is really good. I just can't believe they dragged out that arc for that long.
It's
especially after not having a multi-episode arc until that point. It's not like Darker Than Black, where you have a whole bunch of 2-episode arcs or some shit, and then like the last one of the season's 4 or whatever. This is he's not particularly interesting, but I fucking still really like the show. I completely dug everything going on in at least those like first 5 or 6 episodes.
It's charming.
It's charming and cute and heartfelt, and
and warm.
I just Mahoro is a good character. I like her.
She's very pure, very nice. She's a nice lady.
Yes, but not in like a generic way. Knowing there's the melancholy behind the happiness is really the thing that gives it that extra little zest.
Yes, definitely.
Like every episode reminding you that she's gonna die.
Yeah,
it's good shit. It's a good looking show. It's not like a some sort of technical masterpiece or anything, but it achieves its art style very well. I'm looking forward to watching the rest of it. You said that it's sad. 2. It gets sadder.
Well, I mean, it has a Gainax ending.
Yeah,
that's not sad. That's like, what the fuck? I know what it is. It's
okay.
Boy.
All right.
Yeah, but Mahoromatic, something more beautiful. It's the second season.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I think there's another maid at some point. She didn't show up in this one.
We saw a thumbnail that had another maid in it.
Yes, yeah, not here.
Big spoiler.
Look forward to that.
We somehow talked about Mahoromatic for nearly 3 hours.
Well, we talked about food and football also.
That's just my life at this point.
My friends.
Yeah, in between work, I talk about food and football, and then I edit.
Nice.
Yeah. I guess that's work.
Yeah. So cool.
That's all, folks.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What was Steven up to when we were hanging out with him? What's Steven have going on? Steven's moving in with his lady friend who doesn't like the fact that he bought a big TV. That shit's funny as fuck.
I don't know if she was that mad, but she was against it.
That's funny. All of the friends that we hung out with have lady friends, and none of them made it to hang out, which is probably for the best.
The girls didn't make it.
Yeah, none of the girls made it to hang out.
That's good.
Yeah, because
even calling them wasn't great.
Having them all would be okay. Having not all of them would be less ideal, and having none of them is perfect.
Just one would have been bad.
Just one would have been a disaster.
Yeah,
that would have sucked complete ass. What do you do with that?
What I'm supposed to do with this?
What am I supposed to do with that? Am I supposed to put on Hello Kitty Barbie bullshit for them on the TV? I'm trying to watch
Excalibur.
I'm trying to watch 5 minutes. I'm trying to watch 5 minutes of Excalibur and then
talk about high school friends that we do.
Yeah, that they don't know at all. And
you became very engrossed with who we should pour one out for. You were forming a list.
Well, because I didn't want to drink my drink.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
You were stalling. You could have just not drank it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. I drank 2 sips of that beer, and I'm like, if I finish this, I'm gonna fucking throw up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just because of the empty stomach, and you drank some booze, or like.
I've been drinking Dayquil all day.
What?
As well.
Oh, see, that shouldn't make it stronger. That should just kill your liver.
It felt like my liver was dying. So.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can feel that, but sure.
Yeah, no, I think we had a good list of about 4 or 5 people, which was a little underwhelming. I thought we were pretty convinced at one point that there was somebody we'd hung out with a bunch that we'd never...
Someone fucking your named us, where like they sacrificed themselves in a different universe and we forgot about them.
We have to remember them to bring them back. But we tried, but we were pretty much sure we got everyone.
Someone got a reset ending in a different timeline.
Yeah. Somebody, I mean... We're gonna feel like completed. No, but there's no way. It's impossible.
I don't feel that way. No, you guys think.
You know what? It was the garage.
You're missing someone.
The garage was the thing we should have poured one out for. That was the
pool.
It was the 12th member, the 12th man.
That's a great garage.
Yeah.
The window we peed out of all the time.
There's so much piss. Can you imagine our rank?
Can't believe there's nothing growing back there. Yeah.
Well, that's why.
I guess that's why.
Large volumes, you get too much urea.
True.
It'll destroy shit. Yeah, that's got to be the grossest. I remember one time Gus climbed up in through my back window, like he tried to climb in through my back window to scare me, and I'm like, Gus, you know we piss back there, man. You've done it a lot.
Yeah.
And he tried to do it anyway. Ended up coming up the stairs. What a weird guy.
Yeah.
What a strange fellow. Yep. It was fun to see Matt, though. It was awesome. This is like
listen to our One Piece episode for Matt.
That's true.
Also, our mind game episode.
I showed up and I'm like, oh, Matt's here, and it didn't occur to me that I had not seen him in 2 years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
He's a constant. He's a stable.
Yeah,
guy.
He's too stable. Yeah.
So it's not like, whoa, it's Matt.
Yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, Matt's.
I've assumed that Matt's been engaged for 4 years now. So like,
yeah, he's living with a lady.
To know that he's to know.
Totally.
Yeah. Well,
that's an update on our friends.
We're just in time to do it. I'm sure there will be a new season in like a week or something.
No.
When does it start? Is winter like January or something?
January.
Okay. All right. Cool.
We're only halfway through.
Maybe we can do Fate Zero.
We can do a couple things.
Finish Fate. I'm saying like finish Fate Zero, and then maybe tackle the rest of this Mahoromatic because I need to see where this shit goes.
Hell yeah.
So otherwise we're coming to the end of our recording time here. This is a bonus, extra length, girthy one.
This will be a normal episode, but it's a bonus because we're in the same room.
We can touch dicks,
and we're both very tired after a few days of hanging out.
Yep. You're welcome. This is the raw, authentic. I'm sick. I've been sick for a week.
Oh no.
I've had a cold this whole time.
I've been stuffy. I don't think I'm sick.
Yeah.
I have been stuffy for some reason.
I've been drinking and taking Dayquil, which is probably bad.
Yes.
How long can I do this for?
Oh God, don't do it. Don't do it at all.
I'm sure it's fun. I took Dayquil this morning. I'm sure it's okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm sure it's all been burned out. I'm going to go home and take a bath now. That's what I'm going to do with the rest of my night.
Cool.
What about you, friend? Get your toilet fixed.
Yeah, I should fix my toilet
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Yeah. Need another cat. This one's broken. This one's defective.
She's very snuggly when you're not around.
Oh, is that how it is? You give him love when I'm not here?
She's pretty affectionate. I mean, I know she's only doing it because she's hungry. But she'll cuddle up right next to me.
Yeah, that's how it is with my girlfriends. Is they're like, they cuddle up with me when they want to go eat.
You want Chipotle?
Yeah, of course.
You want Panera?
It's insanity. It's lunacy. There's something broken in women to where they will have unlimited, just gorgeous burrito options. The most delightful burritos you'll ever eat in your entire life. And they will opt for Chipotle. And I'm like, there's something fucked up with these people. Like I'm talking.
They appreciate authority, dominance. It's like a chain. It's trusted. It's a known quantity.
I went out with with the last girlfriend I dated for a decent period of time, and I dated her for like 3 months.
Yeah,
and she was in college at the time, and she was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go out. I'm gonna go out with my friends. You want to come with us?" Like, "Yeah, definitely." We're going to a restaurant. I'm like, "Oh, what restaurant are you going to?" We're going to Chili's. Fucking what?
We've gone to Chili's.
No, we went to Chili's here, not in fucking Texas. It's like it's like fucking. You could throw.
I mean, yes, it's definitely a little bit worse.
It's so expensive. Chili's.
Yeah.
Like I can get you. Chili's retarded.
Well, you have a grudge against Chili's because you spent $17 on a dessert once.
I think it's a reasonable thing to have a grudge over.
Yeah,
I think it's reasonable. I mean, yes. That's not
but
insane.
You were like, I'll get a chocolate fudge cake, and I was like, what the fuck? $18. I'll drink a margarita and then eat a small cake, eat 3 bites of cake.
Oh yeah, here I was thinking, I'm like, well, I'll get some. I just want to have a little sweet thing.
I didn't eat dinner. Oh, $20. Okay.
Yeah, whoops. Whoops. Yeah, I got a fucking Chili's with her. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go. I got burned last time I was at Chili's. And, well, this time I'm going to go light. I'm just going to have...
No appetizers, just water?
I'm going to have a hard lemonade.
Just get a burger?
I'm going to have a hard lemonade and an appetizer. And I locked out of that bitch $25 after
oh
tip.
my God.
It's a fucking $11 hard lemonade and the fucking appetizer.
Don't get booze.
I had a tip and the appetizer was $12. I'm like, this is retarded. And
$12 appetizer. Damn.
And we were like, this was the thing where she's like, hey, I really need you to. We need to. If we're gonna keep dating, we need to kind of be like boyfriend and girlfriend. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. That's not how that conversation actually went, of course. But yeah,
it's just basically like that.
Yeah, just like I'm like, bitch, you ain't worth $25 at Chili's. I'll take you right now. We'll go to Casa Maria. Oh no, we'll go to Enchiladas y Mas. I'll get you a fucking enchilada plate for $8.95 with rice and beans, and then a margarita for fucking $4.
That was probably my favorite Tex-Mex or Mexican-ish taco place we went to. The enchilada place.
Did we go to Enchiladas y Mas? I thought we went to Casa Maria.
That was the first time I was there. That was okay.
But we went to Enchiladas y Mas.
Last time I was there.
Yeah, you got an enchilada plate?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
That's good.
That shit smacks.
Yeah.
Anyway. Well.
Okay.
Skull. Count
That's
five.
what you'd like to say that now.
I like to just rattle them all off, just to make sure everybody's included.
Thanks.
What do the Irish people say? Get over here. Let me clap your ears.
They probably still say cheers. They're right next to the jewel of the sea, England.
Jewel of the sea.
I think that's what they call it.
Is that what they call it?
Maybe, I don't know.
Cal Rittenhouse got off.
A bunch of people got run over.
What?
in Michigan. Yeah.
Did this just happen?
Yeah, tonight. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I believe it was a retaliatory. Yeah. It's rough. It's rough out there.
Oh my god! Oh no!
He ran over a Christmas parade of old ladies.
Oh my god! No!
Yeah. It's bad.
Don't do that. Don't do what the fuck, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, for this is what side was this person? What was?
He's a black guy with dreadlocks who just got out of prison.
Oh, that sounds like it's unrelated to what's going on. What
Could be.
What was the impetus behind this?
He had a car, and he was like, I'm going to run over a bunch of geezers.
Yeah, the thing is the car, I would rather be shot.
Totally.
The car is bad. Yeah, I remember in college. We would drive around. This is so fucked up. We were so dissociated. I mean, I smoked enough weed to where I didn't, nothing was real anymore. and we every time we would drive back from the gym, we would see like the marching band practicing in one of the parking lots, or we're like, if we just turned, could you imagine? We just had an expression, which was how we indicated that there were a lot of people that would be easy to run over. And we would just say, "Ooh, the numbies." Like, imagine the numbers. Oh, look at the numbies. Yeah.
The body count.
Yeah. Like, we'd be walking.
Dude, I was in a marching band. I would have loved to do that shit.
You'd be walking to class, and you would see prospective students who are high schoolers or whatever. They have tours around campus. You'd be like, "Ooh, imagine the numbers." If we were in a car right now.
Reminder to take us out on Alec Menezian by Eggy.
Oh boy!
Perfect.
The numbies.
That's good.
God damn. Well, don't do that.
We're professionals. We're just joking.
Yeah,
folks.
That's like when we make threats that are very specific against people. That's a joke.
Maybe Asian women. I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps one in particular. Where one of my favorite dishes to eat is kung pao, and
End it. Bye.